they don't need Stephon Diggs. They're going to go show what they're made of. On the other side of the ball, with Trevor Lawrence, I mean, that deal that he signed in the offseason, over $55 million a year, it's crazy. And especially now that they've named Trevor Bank Stadium, that is insane. Keeping in mind that he has the longest losing streak for a starting quarterback, and hasn't won since Thanksgiving of last year. So I was thinking about this, and then obviously you have Evan Ingram out. I think the Bills are going to come and take this game.
All right, let's get to two more real quick. We'll go Chargers and Steelers. Giovanna will stay with you and then come back with DJ. Battle of 2-0s in Pittsburgh. Really interesting spot. Harbaugh is getting it done so far. Say what you want. How you seeing this one? Chargers, Steelers, something's going to give here unless they play to a tie, DJ. What do you think?
I've always been kind of up on those Pittsburgh Steelers since Mike Tomlin's been the coach. He's had nothing but a great thing going there. He's probably the most consistent coach in the NFL since Brady left your Patriots over there. But their defense has been dominant. Justin Fields is coming in. I wouldn't say being a game manager. He's a little better than a game manager. He's getting better in the offense, but they're doing what they need to do to win. And I think once they play the Chargers, I think the Chargers don't have enough in the tank. They lost Keenan Allen. They lost Mike Williams, back then. And I don't think they have enough weapons to really get things going to put points on the board against the Steelers defense. That Steelers defense is thriving. So I think that'll be a lower scoring game. And I think, the Steelers do what they do, and I think they come out with about a 3-point victory.
All right. What do you think, Giovanna? Something's given in the Steel City. The Steelers are going down or the Chargers going down. This should be a good one in the 1 o'clock window.
Yeah, I mean, and I agreeing this week. I love this. But, I agree with everything DJ said. You mind, Justin Herbert suffered that high ankle sprain against the Panthers, so I think that's going to be a test for them. I do really like Justin Fields, starting quarterback for the Steelers. I also really like how this Steelers team is looking, especially with T.J. Watt and Cam Hayward. That's going to be important in this game. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I mean, Justin Herbert hasn't even come close to 200 yards in his first 2 games of the season, so I think that's going to be interesting. I'm taking the Steelers in this one. They're both 2-0. One of them has to give, like you said, Marty, and I think it's the Steelers going to come out with a win, and the Chargers having that first loss on their record.
All right, DJ, the stage is yours. What do you got for us? Limitless picks. Let's hear what you got to say. How do people get on the site? How do they hear your podcast other than to come on here with us? How do they get you? Can they find you on Instagram? Give us a minute on what you got in store for people this week.
That's awesome, Marty. First of all, I'll go ahead and give you guys my game of the week, and I really love this game. I like the way Kyler Murray has been playing. That offense is really, really clicking. That kid, a lot of people, he's getting a lot of flack. People say, he's a little miniature Texas high school quarterback, and that's kind of funny because he is the best Texas high school quarterback ever. He's slinging it. I like the Cardinals at home, +3 and money line, to go ahead and knock off the Detroit Lions again. So that's my game of the week for you guys. You guys can check us out at Limitless Sports Picks. Again, that's at Limitless Sports Picks on Instagram. If you guys go to Instagram, if you go to the top in the bio, you guys click that link. It'll take you to where you can get our packages. And look, we put a lot of time, a lot of energy into this. We don't just guess games. So you guys check it out. Hopefully we can help you out. And then check out our podcast at Winners Only Podcast. So it's going to be at winners_only_podcast. It's our podcast about sports betting, sports in general. We have a lot of fun on there. And, Marty, I can't actually wait, to have you and Giovanna on there. We're going to have a good time on there. You guys check us out.
Good job, DJ. All right, Giovanna, thank you so much. You two were awesome today. I think we found our Football Friday and our Sports Weekend niche. Great job out of you both. Thank you. Enjoy the games. And next time we'll spare you. I got to do a hockey interview right now. We go the full hour. We do our college picks. Good job out of you two. Thank you. We're coming back right here on Sports Weekend, Sports Byline. Giovanna Scroggins, DJ Shields here with us on Sports Byline.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
1 out of 2 Americans thinks their life is worthy of a book. Here's another startling stat. You may be one of the 15% of people who bothered to start your book and one of the 6% that got halfway through it, but your gem of an idea likely died. Or did it? Some published authors are making significant money, so join the ranks of the successful people that finished their books with help from Dorrance Publishing. Call right now and our experienced editors and writers will explain to you what it's going to take to get your book completely written, published, and then taken to market to sell it. It's a free consultation, so call right now. Find out how much time and money it takes to finally get that book idea of yours published. Make your dreams happen. Call Dorrance Publishing right now.
800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. That's 800-485-6003.
Are you truly committed to feeling better? I mean, absolutely feeling your best? What's the key? Eat well, sleep well, lots of hydration through water, and also your daily innovative wellness athletic supplement packs. These packets are created to supplement your daily lifestyle, allowing your body to have the nutrients it needs to run efficiently. These packets include multi-omega fish oil, D3K2 5000, probiotic, and magnesium. It's nearly impossible to get all the nutrients our body requires to run efficiently on a regular basis from our food alone. Taking this daily packet will leave you feeling more energetic and more vibrant. Your brain body will be able to detoxify more efficiently, which naturally reduces inflammation. Find out today. InnovativeWellness.Center. InnovativeWellness.Center. And use the code SPORTS overnight.
Impressive wins. Case Western Reserve set a new program record for victory margin with a 64-6 home.
Please stand by for this special presentation of the iMedia One Network on the Live 365 Network and the Live 365 app.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
School football game of the week right here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Mark Means, Dave Clark, high atop, and I do mean high atop the stadium here at Raiders territory for South Range and Struthers in NE8 play. And Dave, you and I started talking about this game back in April. We've been excited about this matchup for a while.
Yeah, we knew what type of talent they were bringing back for this season. And now the night has finally come. So we've definitely been looking forward to this, and we got two good teams.
Yeah, you look at it on paper, Struthers, the Wildcats, under head coach John Bayek, they are 4-0. The South Range Raiders, under head coach David Rock, they are also 4-0 on the season. These two teams know each other very well. You look at the numbers, and the numbers say, well, South Range has won the last 5 games in a row, Dave. But last year at Struthers, a 37-33 win for South Range in a game where Struthers turned it over 4 times and lost by 4 points.
Yeah, and that lets you know just the firepower that Struthers must have to be in a game like that, to still be nip and tuck after 4 turnovers. 4 turnovers can really put you down in the doldrum. They were in that ball game all night long.
We're going to take our first time out. When we come back on the other side of the break, we'll hear my interview with Struthers head coach John Beck. That's up after this as the pregame show continues here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pregame show continues, joined by the head coach of the Struthers Wildcats, John Beck. And Coach, had quite a game last week with Girard, but your team found a way to fight back and win the game.
Yeah, you know, we've faced some adversity here in the last few years, and last year both of our games with Girard went down to the last second, and of course this year it happened again. So our kids being down at halftime, they definitely came out with a good response, and they didn't let the scoreboard affect the way they played.
When you look at it, was it a combination of your staff making adjustments, but then your players being able to execute them, or was it about just executing what the plan was coming in?
Yeah, I think at halftime we made some good adjustments on offense and defense. We kind of changed things up both sides of the ball, and our kids definitely came out and executed the way that we expect them to.
You've run the ball so well this year. Can you just talk about your 5 guys up front on that offensive line that lead the way?
Yeah, so we have 4 returning starters up front that all played last year. 2 of them are 3-year starters, Vince Boyla and Michael Muter. And now we have a junior guard, Braylon Myers, who has stepped in to fill the void that we have from last year, and he's done a great job. So I can't say enough about the offensive line, the offseason they had, the way they work in practice. They take pride in being linemen, and that's why they're successful.
Coach, can you talk about preparing for tonight's opponent in South Range? They're not a team that does, they don't run the ball primarily or throw it. They're such a balanced team. How do you prepare for something like that?
It's just like you said, they are very well balanced, and on defense they fly to the football and they're physical, and on offense they're a well-oiled machine in what they do. So really the point of emphasis for us is to make sure we play as perfect as we can. It's going to be hard to stop them every down. It's going to be hard to move the ball every down. But if we can make sure we don't make mistakes, we don't have penalties, we don't turn the ball over, we think we at least have a shot.
Coach, they say every season is a new team, and we hit the halfway point of this season tonight. What do you know about your football team going into this game that you may not have known week one?
Well, this was the first time that last week that we really lived in the stacked I formation, and we were definitely happy to see the results we had against Girard. We had a new quarterback under center, and he was able to lead the crew up and down the field. So we were really happy with the way our kids responded with, not having our starting quarterback out there. And we know that this group, we take pride in playing physical every Friday. So we know that they want to come out and hit people and be physical, and that's something we really take pride in.
Finally, Coach, what's the key to go to South Range tonight and get a win on the road?
Like I said, we got to make sure we take care of the football. Last year we had 4 turnovers against them, which really hurt us. And we got to make sure we limit our penalties and just play Struthers football. This is our first away game this year, so we got to be able to handle being on the road and just make sure that we limit our mistakes.
Coach, thank you for your time as always. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That was Struthers head coach John Bank in the Melutic Live Coaches Corner. We'll take another timeout. When we come back, we will hear from the head coach of the South Range Raiders. That's up next here on Sports Radio 1240 and Western Reserve Radio 2.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Melutic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Melutic_live. And remember, our fans come first.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Pregame show continues, joined by the head coach of the South Range Raiders. And, Coach, let's go back, look at last week's win over a very good Lakeview team. How do you think your team performed?
I think we played well. I would say, for the most part, I think early in the game especially, that was probably the best we played. I thought we did a good job of playing kind of complementary football in all 3 phases. Defense was good. I thought the offense was efficient, and special teams was pretty explosive there with the block punt and some big plays on special teams.
Well, your squad has played well in all phases of the game over the years, but you have to be really pleased with the way the defense has played through your first 4 games.
Yeah, no, they've been really solid. They, I think especially early in the year, it's tough. It's tough to game plan for opponents, from the defensive side, just because you're not really sure. You only have 2 films, and most teams, I think, are kind of just, trying to find their identity early in the year. So I think it's tough, going in, you're not really sure what to expect. And but I think the defense done a good job of kind of being prepared for everything and getting a lot of hats to the ball and playing clean.
Coach, speaking of knowing your identity, we know what Struthers' identity is going to be tonight. They're going to try and run the football. How do you try and slow that down?
I think you just have to be as gap sound as you possibly can be and get lots of hats to the ball. And, we're going to have to be really physical. They're obviously a talented group. They're big up front and very skilled on the perimeter. So we're going to have to do a good job of getting lined up appropriately and then handling things that we can control.
You are into NE8 play, and you're talking about a conference that sent every team but one to the postseason last year. Can you speak on how good and how there's a challenge for you every week in this conference?
Yeah, no, the conference is really deep. I would argue that this is probably the best that it's been, I think, from top to bottom. It's really, I think it's deep. If week in and week out, you're looking at a team that can cause a lot of problems. So we're going to have to, and this has kind of been the case for us for 4 or 5 years now. We've had to kind of treat every week like it's a championship game.
Finally, Coach, what's a key to get a win tonight and defend home field?
I think for us, it comes back to being able to run the football and being able to stop Struthers' run game. That's obviously easier said than done, but it's something that we believe is going to be a key to success. And then we're going to have to win the turnover margin and find a way to play great special teams and maybe to try to steal possession as much as we can in terms of the turnover margin.
Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck tonight. Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Pintura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Would you like a copy of one of the exciting games you heard on the iMedia One network? Just email us and we'll tell you how to get one. Email davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com. That's davidferris.westernreserveradio@gmail.com.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One network.
And we welcome you back here to Raiders Stadium. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Matthew Craven, David Ferris. The Raiders have taken the field down in the front of us. And here come the Struthers Wildcats to the visitor side of what is a packed house for tonight's matchup. And here's the interesting note. If you listen to both coaches, Struthers, they played their first 4 games to start the season at home. For the Raiders, this is their 5th of 6 straight home games to start the season for them.
Wow, that's unbelievable to see that happen, and something gives tonight. But I tell you don't usually see that where you're at home cooking, as they say, all the beginning of the season. But that's a good way to get a great start. And when you got 2 very good and well-coached football teams, that's even better.
South Branch has won the last 5 matchups between these 2 schools, including a 37-33 win in the Struthers last year. Dave, For the Wildcats, they average 34.5 points per game offensively. They give up exactly 10 points per game defensively. South Range, they are averaging 38.3 points per game, giving up 5.3 points per game with 2 shutouts on the year in their first 4 games.
Unbelievable. I tell you, that just lets you know what type of talent we have out here. And to see this mid-season, Mark, these two teams to go together, we couldn't ask for a better game right in the middle of the season like this.
We talk about Struthers' running game. You talk about David Braum, who leads the way. The senior carried it 33 times for 233 yards and 3 touchdowns in their come-from-behind win last week over Girard. And we talked about that game when we were at Hubbard. A little surprised at the score early, but the Wildcats found a way to battle back and win that game last week on the road.
Right, and I tell you, the run and just to wear a team down. And for a guy to carry 33 times for that amount of yards, he was averaging 7 yards a carry.
I just get tired thinking about it. I mean, I got tired walking up the steps to get to the booth. But
and he ran a lot of things between the tackles, and that shows a guy's toughness to be able to do that at this level and run the ball that often.
As we hit week 5, the Raiders here celebrating homecoming night tonight. They had the crowning of the king and queen before we get this game underway, and we're at the halfway point, Dave.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's unbelievable, and it's a perfect game to have right at the halfway point, and couldn't ask for a better night. It's perfect weather. It's nothing that we can't say the weather is interfering. Nothing. This is a perfect night for football.
80 degrees, low humidity, partly cloudy, no chance of rain tonight for this game. And tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Repair That Glass, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call them at 330-534-3192. South Range, they will get the ball to begin tonight's game.
Right, and I'm sure they want to get off to a quick start. One thing you want to do as a home team, and like I said, a team of this magnitude, is to get off to a good start and hopefully take it right into the end zone and put the pressure on the visiting team.
And when you think about it, I mean, this is probably the premier game in the Valley this week.
Yeah, sure.
There's a lot of eyeballs on this game, but is the pressure ramped up for both of these teams just a little more?
Yeah, I definitely think so. You know, people say it's just a regular season game, but no. This is different. This is different when you get two teams this magnitude. You want to have bragging rights.
Think about this. Since this magnificent complex was built, South Range has not lost a conference game here at home.
That's unbelievable. And that just lets you know what I used to call them, a machine. Where every time we talk about it, here comes the machine, and that's what they have been over these years.
I believe the last time they lost any 8th game was in 2019 against the Niles Red Dragons.
Unbelievable. And I tell you, we thought that's a 6-year period. Oh, well, yeah, 6 seasons, really. That's 6-season period of time of not losing in the conference. That's unbelievable.
So the Wildcats will kick. White socks, red pants, white trim, white jerseys, black numbers, red helmets with the S on the side. Raiders in the maroon with the gold numbers and white trim, and the maroon pants and helmets. And we are ready for the midway point of the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week underway. Catch bobbled at the 16, picked up across the 20 to the 25, 30, outside 35 to the 40, 45, cuts back 50, 45, down to the 39-yard line. And that is how the Raiders will begin things here this evening on the opening kickoff return by Gavin Nagy, the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, great return. And I tell you, that's what happens when you're running down in your lanes to cover a kickoff and it's bobbled or fumbled. It throws the timing off, and that's what happened. He took advantage.
I remember saying to you early on in the year, we haven't seen a lot of punt and kick returns this year. Yeah. Well, we've seen a punt return touchdown and a kick return touchdown already this year.
Yeah.
Toy, the quarterback, sends Nagy in motion from right to left. They will give the ball to Aiden Dominguez, and Dominguez on first down is down to the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 5. It's second down and 5. They're going to give him 4, so it's second down and 6 for the Raiders.
Yeah, nice trap up inside, and they're coming right inside on him early.
Tristan Toy works out of the pistol, single back behind him. 2 receivers go to the left. Now Dominguez will move up to the right side of Toy. Tight end goes in a motion. Toy takes the snap. He's going to keep the football running short side, spins across the 35 and down to about the 33-yard line. He's going to pick up a couple on that carry, and it'll bring up 3rd down now for the Raiders. Raiders left to right here in the opening quarter. Sorry, Dave.
Oh, no, you're good. I was just saying that looked like it could break open and get a nice carry, but they converge. The defense really converged quickly to be able to bring them down only a 2-yard gain.
So it brings up a 3rd down and 4 from the 33. Going to give the ball to Dominguez, running the misdirection, and he'll have the 1st down and more down to the 26-yard line. That's Aiden Dominguez, the 6'3", 200-pound senior, picks up the Raider 1st down.
Yeah, nice little carry up inside. And as soon as he seen, he put that foot in the ground and took off and was able to pick up 6 yards and get a 1st down and continue this drive.
So 1st and 10 from the 27, just underway in this opening quarter here on the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. Dominguez now to the right of the quarterback, Tristan Toy. Combs goes in motion, sets his wing to the left. They're going to run it that way with Toy keeping the football, and he's going to get a couple yards on the carry and bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I tell you, South Range keep you off balance with their motions and also the way they line up on offense. You don't really know if it's a run or pass, and they keep you off balance and on your heels.
So it brings up a 2nd down and 8 for the Raiders. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left side. That's Dylan Smeshko, number 82, in the backfield. Toy drops to throw. Has time in the pocket. Steps up, sidearms a fastball that is going to be caught for a 1st down to the 16-yard line. And that looked like that was Troy Combs, number 18, on the reception.
Yeah, nice grab here. He bobbled it, but he made sure he kept his eye on the football and was able to pull that in. And again, they continue that drive. 1st down on the play.
You got to like the way Toy stepped up into the pocket and made that throw, Dave, giving him some extra time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders from the 16-yard line of the Struthers Wildcats. 2 receivers to the right, double wing to the left side. Toy takes the snap. He's going to keep the football, and he got to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, good defense there. It wasn't too much of an area to run through in that one. They were able to converge quickly on it.
I'm going to say no gain on the play. It is 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders at the Struthers 16-yard line. Lights coming on here at South Range High School at their athletic complex. Smeshko to the left of Toy. Now we'll have our first penalty flag, and that's a procedure penalty. Going to back the Raiders up 5 yards.
Yeah, a little movement inside there. Went down the stance and then came back up a little bit, and they caught that movement. Not a time that you want to do that.
So makes it 2nd down and 15 for the Raiders. 8:12 to play here, scoreless in the opening quarter. Don't forget next week, Jackson Milton. Springfield and Jackson Milton.
Go down next week, yes.
Going to see that new stadium at Jackson Milton.
Yeah.
Receivers 2 to the right, 1 to the left, wing to the left side. Toy works out of the pistol, sets a man in motion. He'll drop to throw it. Sidearms a pass. That's Combs who makes the catch. It gets inside the 20 and down to about the 17-yard line. Troy Combs, he's one of those players on this roster for the Raiders. That senior listed as a running back, but he'll line up all over the field.
Yeah, and I see that they use him in different things, motion. He lines up at a tight end area, then in the slot. He's that utility tool that they could use there.
Going to put 2 receivers and a wing to the left. Single receiver to the right side is Nate Lewis. Dominguez, the tailback. Toy takes the snap, 3-step drop. Surveys, fires towards the end zone. Receiver broke open, and he held on to the football. That is a Raider touchdown. That one from 19 yards out, and South Range is on the board first here with 7:06 to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, great concentration there, too. That ball was right there. He bobbled again as he did earlier, his earlier catch, but he was able to pull it in. And as I said at the beginning, Mark, that's what you want to do. Drive down, put the pressure on the visiting team.
So this will bring Luke Starkey out to attempt the extra point. Senior handling the kicking duties for the Raiders once again this year. Good snap. They bobble the hold, and the holder picks up the football, tries to fire towards the end zone, and that'll fall incomplete.
The extra point is no good.
So the 2-point is no good, and with 7:06 to play in the opening quarter, it is South Range 6 and Struthers 0. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
So the South Range Raiders take the opening possession, drive down the field, and finish the drive on a Toy DeCombs 19-yard touchdown. Bobbled snap and a 2-point conversion failed. 6-0 South Range after the opening possession, Dave.
We got to need that right there. But I tell you, it was a nice picture-perfect drive by them, and I loved all their play calling. It was great, kept them off balance.
So the Raiders will kick this one away. And it looks like Jason Vorshak on the kick. And that return is going to be brought to the outside, bouncing off a couple of returners. And Struthers going to start 1st and 10 from their 15-yard line, going right to left.
Yeah, I tell you, that there. One thing about on a kickoff return, you cannot, and I mean cannot, be tentative. You got to get up in there, regardless of how the blocking scheme, get up in there and get as much as you can. Once you get tentative on it, you'll get tackled like they did then, and now you have to start from your own 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats head coach John Bayix. Struthers Wildcats come into the game at 4-0. As they will start at the 15-yard line. There, looks like they're going to work out of a stack I formation to begin this opening possession. So 1st down and 10. Anthony Pistello, the junior, is the quarterback with a stacked I into the backfield. Second man through, gets the football. He'll try to bounce his way to the outside. That's Devin Brom on the carry. He'll gain about 5 yards. It's 2nd and 5.
Well, I definitely see why Brom gets the ball right inside, but boy, what a bruising runner. He just bounced off tacklers and continued to keep those legs driving and picked up 5 yards.
Again, out of the stack I formation, it's 2nd down and 5. No receivers in the formation. They turn, they give it to the deep man in the I this time. And he's able to drive across the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. That is Kendis McLeod, number 10, the fullback on the carry. To the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, Poland strikes early. They lead Hubbard 7-0, under 6 minutes to play in the opening quarter.
Yeah, try to jump. Maybe that is the key to tonight. Jump on teams early and try to put them in the negative area where they have to try to make a comeback.
3rd and 3, again, out of the stack I with Pistella under center. Second man through, Brom gets the football. Big hole, he may go 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Wildcats. Brom found an opening, and he took it to the house.
78 yards there, Mark.
At the 5:34 mark, 78 yards on the touchdown run. And they will now bring out their kicker, Noah Carnahan, the senior, to attempt the extra point.
I tell you, when he broke through that second line of defense, he was gone there. And he's a big boy. Yeah, and he had a long way to run, but he definitely did that.
Snap down. Carnahan's extra point is right up, and it is through. And with 5:34 to play here in the opening quarter, it is Struthers 7, South Range 6, and an impressive opening drive for both teams, Dave.
Absolutely, and I mean, that's what you want to do as the visiting team. Once the team jump on you like that, you have to answer the bell and answer it in the big way in which they did with Braun going 78 yards on that touchdown.
And how different is this to prepare for Struthers? I mean, you see it down to the high school level. Teams are spreading it out. They're throwing the football more. They're creating running lanes by setting up the spread. But Struthers has said, we're going to line up in the stack I with 3 running backs, and we're coming right at you.
Yeah, I mean, that right there, what I'm watching, remind me of Big Ten football. And I'm talking about going back to the Woody Hayes days. Everybody in tight, nobody flanked out. I mean, you know what they're going to do. We're running right at you, and you stop us. And that's really a physical challenge. And Coach Bagg said with your interview, what he said, we welcome a physical football game because that's what they like. And that's the way they line up the plays, especially on offense there.
And another thing that you like with that is scheming offensively, defensively, special teams to the talent that you have at your school.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't have that type of maybe the quarterback or the receivers, then you do what you can do best, and you go and just perfect that, what you do best. And these two football teams tonight will definitely do that.
Time for another Repair That Glass kickoff. Every kickoff brought to you by our friends at Repair That Glass in Hubbard. That will be Toy across the 25 to the 30 and down to the 34-yard line. And not every day do you see the starting quarterback returning kicks.
Yeah, you don't see that too often at all. But that's what we've seen tonight. We've seen a lot of different. That also lets you know, Mark. When we said it's just a regular football game, no, it isn't. When you have your quarterback, your star players doing things like that, you know it's a big football game.
So Toy gets the play from the sidelines, and head coach David Rock. They will break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage. Raiders will have 2 receivers to the right, wing to the right side. Single back in the backfield next to Toy's Aiden Dominguez. 1st and 10 from the 34. Dominguez trying to sweep to the outside. Broke through the initial wave across the 40, 50, 45, 40. And he's going to be hammered down near the 45-yard line of the Wildcats. We'll have to see where they're going to spot him down.
First down.
They're going to put him down at about the 37-yard line with another big run for the Raiders.
Yeah, a big 30-yard run there by Dominguez, and he's also off to a good start, too, running the football.
Toy gets the play from the sidelines. This is an absolutely packed house here tonight at South Range. Full across the way for the Struthers Wildcats as well. Receivers wing to the right side. Dominguez and Toy in the backfield. Gavin Nagy goes in motion. They gave the ball to Dominguez, who hesitated in the hole for a second. And Dominguez able to get down to the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 2. It's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, it almost looked like a little confusion there. Little slow developing on that, but he made some way to get those yards on the play there. But still, we're seeing some diverse things that South Range is doing on offense.
Dominguez to the sidelines. Dylan Smeshko, 82 in the backfield, checking in. Combs in motion. Give it to Smeshko, trying to run to the short side. Ball came loose. The Wildcats have fallen on that loose football near the 40-yard line, and the first turnover of the game is by the South Range Raiders, and Struthers with the lead and the football right back.
Yeah, I tell you, he picked up about 3 or 4 yards there and then fumbled the football, and That's a big thing. That's the problem that they had last year, Struthers, is turning the ball over and not getting turnovers. Tonight they get their first turnover on the defense there.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, Mineral Ridge and Atwater Waterloo scoreless in the first quarter. Again, out of the stack eye formation, Anthony Pistella under center. He will give it to the third man deep in the backfield, and that looked like Michael Snevicki, the junior fullback. Actually, check that. That was 20, Tyler Cole on the carry. It's a gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
Yeah, nice run on the first play there. And their offensive line is really moving people.
2nd down and 2 for the Wildcats. Again, no receivers. Stacked eye in the backfield. Pistella under center, third man through, gets the football. That's Tyler Cole again, and Cole to midfield and a Struthers first down.
Yeah, I tell you, as we said, they're lining up and saying, here we come. And they definitely, and they're using to their advantage. They got a big offensive line. I mean, it's a massive offensive line for high school, and they're trying to use that to their advantage right now with that offensive line, as everybody is packed in close. 3 in the backfield, marked behind the quarterback. And
first down play fake by the quarterback. Pistella turned to hand it off, and there was nobody home, and he's going to be dropped all the way back near they're going to spot him at the 44-yard line. Dave, he turned to hand the ball off, and there was nobody home.
Yeah, nobody home, and you know, a lot of times I would say the running back went the wrong way, but it makes me think it was him because both the lead blocker and the running back went one way, and even the lineman pulled that way. It makes me think that the quarterback forgot which way on that one.
2.5 minutes to play, opening quarter. Struthers 7, South Range 6. 2nd and a long for the Wildcats. Second man in the stack gets the football. He's able to break through a wave of tacklers, still on his feet across the 45 to the 40. And he's going to be close to a first down at the 40-yard line as Devin Brom.
I seen the flag go flying in there, Mark, so let's hold it up just yet and see what happened on that play.
Flag back at the South Range 49-yard line. They're going to add a face mask to the end of that run.
Boy, that doesn't help.
So that is the second penalty called on South Range here in this opening quarter. And this will move the football to the South Range 35-yard line.
I tell you, that back is a battering ram as he runs with power, and he's a hard guy to bring down.
6 foot, 190 pounds, and a senior. He's the second back in the stack eye with Pistella under center. Third back gets the football this time and falls forward. And that was Tyler Cole on the carry. We've seen Brom, Cole, and McLeod all carry the football in this opening quarter. That a pickup of 2 as we approach a minute and a half to play in the opening quarter.
Well, I tell you, that's something that I haven't seen that in so long, where you see that stack eye and the guy at the ends dotting the eye there, and they just running it right down the throat. I mean, they're coming right at you. You know they're coming.
2nd down and 8. Turn. Handoff, that is Tyler Cole trying to bounce to the outside, and he got walloped.
Yeah, well, I actually think he delivered that blow on that one. You can see him explode into the tackler. I mean, boy.
So 3rd and 6 from the South Range 31-yard line, and we'll see what the Wildcats do here with their first third and challenging situation here at 3rd and 6. They will stay again in the stack eye. Pistella under center. Give it to the third back through on the carry. That's Tyler Cole. Cole across the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 3 for the Wildcats. And when you run that play on 3rd down, you know you're going for it on 4th.
Yeah, you have to be to run that. And I'm telling you, 3 yards away is big. That's not an easy thing to pick up, but they are so confident in their backs and their offensive line. And we get, well, they ended the quarter, and that's why.
We've come to the end of a fast-moving quarter here tonight at South Range, after 1. Struthers 7, South Range 6. We're back with quarter number 2 after this break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
We begin quarter number 2 with a big 4th down and 3 for the Struthers Wildcats, as they are now going left to right here in this second quarter, as they will head into the band shell. Again, out of the stack line with Anthony Pistella, the quarterback. Pistella fakes, play action with time, rolling out to the wide side. He's going to be sacked all the way back at the 35-yard line, and the South Range defense comes up with a hold, and they will get the ball back in the offense's hands.
Yeah, that one there, they actually outsmarted itself, because I seen no player out in a go out for a pass. Nobody was in a route at all. So I don't know who he was going to throw to, because no one went out. I mean, not one player went out on a route. So I don't know what happened on that play at all.
Discount Power Sports scoreboard after 1 at Bo Ryan Stadium in Niles. Lakeview and Niles are scoreless after 1 quarter. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders from their 35-yard line, right to left here in quarter number 2. Wing to the right. 2 receivers go to the left side. Dominguez is the tailback. He gets it on a little quick handoff, and the Struthers defense there to put him to the ground, back just shy of the 30-yard line. That's a loss of about 4 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even get the ball good, and he was already hit. So somebody missed the assignment somewhere where that defensive lineman was actually able to shoot the gap and get inside and make that play.
You know, we talked about it. Struthers only giving up about 10 points per game. South Range 5.3. So these are 2 teams that don't give up a lot of points. 1 receiver right, 2 to the left side. Toy out of a pistol.
That single coverage on the side.
Play action, rolling out to the outside, trying to get that receiver deep downfield. Fires downfield, and Brom there to break it up on one-on-one coverage downfield. And the incompletion brings up 3rd and long for the Raiders.
Yeah, good. And there's the opposite quarterback playing defense on that play and was able to break that up. And should have been intercepted, but a great play by Nagy on offense to prevent that interception.
And this Struthers team that has not played on the road this year, have gotten pretty comfortable pretty fast.
Yeah, sure is. I mean, and that's why we have a game like we have tonight. This is a very, very good football game.
3rd down, 14 for the Raiders. Dominguez in the backfield with Toy. 3 receivers in the formation. Now Combs out in motion. Toy's just going to run with the football. And Toy able to break through a wave of tacklers and get the ball back out to the 40-yard line. So he'll pick up about 9 yards. And it's going to bring up a 4th down and 5, and South Range will have to punt the football away.
Back into the Wildcats, number 1, Anthony Pistella.
Anthony Pistella back to return this punt from Jason Vorshak, the sophomore. Vorchak standing at his 27-yard line, takes a good shoulder-high snap, gets his foot into this kick.
Oh, nice kick.
Pistella grabbed it, bobbled it, picked it back up, made the first man miss, made another man miss, got down the sidelines, penalty flag as he stays in bounds, all the way down to about the 36-yard line, but there's a flag back upfield.
Yeah, numerous flags went flying out there, so when you see that on a return, more than likely it's a block in the back somewhere along that route of getting up the sidelines.
So we will wait for the call from our referee. 7-6, Struthers leading South Range. 10:07 to play in tonight's first half. That'll be a block in the back penalty. And back Struthers up deep into their own territory.
Yes, it does.
So they will put this football down at the 10-yard line. And the Wildcats will have 90 yards of turf in front of them on this possession.
Right, and it's a thing of field position, so if the defense can play stiff and top caliber here, they can get them down deep in their territory.
Pistella going to hand the ball off. That looked like Tyler Cole on the carry, and Tyler Cole is dropped in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss. It's 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, great penetration there by the defensive line to get inside there and wrap him up for a 2-yard loss.
Ball back to the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 12 for the Wildcats. Under 10 minutes to play in a fast-moving first half.
Yes, it has been, for sure.
Wildcats come out of the stack eye formation with Pistella under center. Second man through, gets the football. That's Devin Brom. And Brom got the 2 yards back. They lost, Dave. Maybe one more. We'll bring up now. It'll be about 9 yards shy. 3rd down and 9 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I tell you now, that's what you want to put the Struthers in. They're going to just run, and that's all it's showing they're doing right now. You definitely want to put them in 3rd and long as often as possible.
So Wildcats find themselves behind the chains at 3rd down and 9, and we'll see receivers for the first time tonight. So receivers go to the right side, wing to that side. It's Pistella and Brom. Pistella back to throw. Eyes downfield, looking downfield, fires downfield, had a man open behind the defense and couldn't get it to Robert Carcelli, and it brings up 4th down for the Wildcats.
Well, I know the receiver right there is looking around and saying, hey, I'm right here. I was wide open. But one thing he forgot to do as a receiver, continue to run. You never stop on the field. If he had continued just to run straight down the field, that ball would have hit him right in stride. And you can't just stop and wait for the football to be thrown.
Pistella the punt. Raider returner standing right at midfield will go to the Discount Power Sports scoreboard after this punt. High snap. Pistella pulls it down. Rush on. They block the punt, and they fell on the football in the end zone for a South Range touchdown. A blocked punt turns into a Raider touchdown at 8:27 here in the first half. We will try and get you the name of who fell on that loose football.
Yeah, they get a chance to see who that was.
So they will come on and attempt the extra point from Luke Starkey. So Starkey set to attempt the extra point. A little bit of trouble on the snap and hold on their first touchdown. This one up and successfully executed, and the extra point is up and good. 8:27 to play here in the first half. It is South Range 13, Struthers 7 We'll be back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
It is 13-7 in favor of the South Range Raiders. Give credit to number 21, Gavin Hiscox, the sophomore who fell on the football in the end zone for the Raider touchdown, Dave.
Yeah, and I tell you, that's why I was saying it's good to get it. You want to try to get them cooped up in their own territory like they did. They couldn't run it that time and get that first down. That created that situation to come upon for them, and they had a great rush on the punter, and they got there.
Give you a couple of scores around the valley while we have a moment on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. End of the first quarter, Salem up 17-0 over Beaver Local. Mineral Ridge a 7-6 lead over Waterloo second quarter. The Lakeview strikes first. They lead Niles 7-0 at Bill Ryan Stadium.
Okay.
Kick is going to be fielded on a hop at the 15, across the 20 to the 25, and driven down right at the 26-yard line. And that is where Struthers will have the football with 8:21 to play in tonight's first half.
Yeah, they got to try to settle down, see if they can get a drive going, but look like a few adjustments by South Range on defense. And they're starting to send their backers on that sort of like a run blitz. And they're able to really start to shut that down. And if that's the only thing and they're going to be one-dimensional, it can turn into being a long night if they're unable to run that football.
So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their 27-yard line, right to left. Anthony Pistella, the quarterback. They will work out of the stack-eye formation. Second man through. Braum gets the football. Flag flies on the carry. He's going to get back near the line of scrimmage, but we'll have to sort out the penalty.
The call is there.
Face mask on the Raiders. So tack that penalty, Dave, on to the run, and that is the third infraction on South Range. Struthers yet to be penalized here in the first half.
Yeah. And that's something, that's the second face mask that they done got tonight.
And Struthers doing the things you have to do if you want to come in here and win. Don't turn the ball over. Don't commit penalties.
Yeah, that's it.
It's 1st and 5 for the Wildcats. It will give it to the third man through. That's Tyler Cole trying to get to the edge, and he will not, as he's pulled down at the 32-yard line. He'll lose just a little bit on that run, and you bring up now a second down and call it 5 for the Wildcats.
Right. Those type of situations when you have a 1st and 5 like they have, that's when you can take a shot. You know, you really try something, but with them being so far showing one-dimensional, they're just able to run the football. They're not even showing any type of sign that they want to do that. But we'll see. We got 2 receivers flanked out this time, though.
Carcelli and Nicholas go left and right. Pistella takes the snap, hands the ball off to Braum, who hits the pile, and he works his way across the 35 down to the 36-yard line. And this will set up a third down and short for the Wildcats. A down and distance they are much more comfortable being in.
Yeah, and that's where you want to be, third and short. And you can go for these things. And I think maybe a strategy there, putting those receivers out there, created more running lanes. And when you got a bruiser like Braum, you just go ahead and run the football with him.
Receivers right and left. Wing behind the line of scrimmage. Give it to Braum on 3rd and short. He's not going to get there. He's going to be stopped behind the 35-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down for the Wildcats.
And even though they had the receivers flanked out, they still called a run blitz on it and just took their chances of it, and they were able to get to him before he can get started. And it looked like in their own territory, they look like they're going to go for it, Mark.
It is 4th down and just about 2 yards for the Wildcats. They will keep the offense on the field. They will play on 4th down.
Boy, that's a lot of guts there in your own territory, and you're behind.
2 receivers to the right. Pastella trying to work that hard count, trying to see if South Range will jump. They will not, and the Struthers Wildcats will take a timeout. We will take one as well. 5:48 to play in the half. South Range 13, Struthers 7 on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 of each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Off the timeout by the Struthers Wildcats. It'll be 4th down and 2 for the Wildcats. 5:48 to play here in tonight's first half. Pastella will punt. Single returner back deep. That is Gavin Nagy at his 25-yard line. Pastella gets a nice foot into this one. Nagy will back away from it, let it take a Wildcat roll all the way down inside the 25 and down to the 24-yard line.
Nice punt there. Got a nice roll on that ball.
Second quarter action. Ursuline 21, Warren Harding 0. That game in the second quarter on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard.
Boy, that's impressive there. It's always tough to go up to Malakoff and do what you got to do, but they're out there and handle it.
Had a chance to see Ursuline a couple of times this year. We've been impressed.
Yeah. They got a lot of talent all along that football team.
Toy gets the play from the sidelines. Play clock, plenty of time, approaching 15 seconds. 5:36 to play in the first half. 2 receivers to the left. Dominguez, the running back. Nagy goes in motion. Now sets up for the tunnel screen. They run away from it to Dominguez. Running to the short side. And Dominguez will have a nice gain on the first down. And it seems like South Range does a lot of that. They do a lot of motion to draw your eyes to different places, and then they run away from it.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the motion, the different formations. It just keeps you where you're thinking. And that's when you're playing defense, you want to be able to react. And when you're thinking, sometimes you're just a step slow getting to where you need to get to.
Second down, 6 yards for the Raiders. 3 receivers in the formation. Man goes in motion. That's Troy Combs. They flip it out into the flat to Gavin Nagy. Got a block, made a man miss across the 40, 45, and he'll go out of bounds at the 47-yard line with a South Range first down.
Yeah, nice play there.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, under 4 minutes to play till half at Bowline Stadium. Lakeview now up 13-0 on the Niles Red Dragons. They had an extra point blocked. Give the ball to the running back. That's Dominguez pushing the pile, driving forward down to the 49-yard line. Dominguez will pick up 2. It's second down and 8.
Nice hard running there by Dominguez. He's hit, but he kept pushing, and got it closer to the 50-yard line. Then I thought he could get it. Then he definitely ran the ball hard there.
Salem 17, Beaver Local 7, second quarter on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. And we want to take a moment to thank all of our contributors texting in scores from around the valley. Second down and 8. Dominguez running to the outside, and he's going to get across the 45 and down to the 42-yard line. That is a South Range first down.
Nice run there. He got outside trying to get to the edge, and was able to pick up that first down and keep that drive alive.
Down to the 42-yard line. Scores coming in fast and furious. Under 6 minutes to play till half at Poland. Poland 14, Hubbard 0.
Oh.
On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. First and 10 for the Raiders. Wing to the right. Two receivers go to the left side. Dominguez moves to the right of the quarterback, Tristan Toy. And Toy turns to the sidelines, doesn't like what he sees. With the play clock running down, he'll burn a timeout. Dave, we have a chance to keep it right here, and this is better than what we thought it would be so far.
Yeah, it has been, and it's a strategy, a chess match, which we've seen between both coaches going back and forth. And right now, South Range is in the lead on that block punt for a touchdown, and they're leading right now. Other than that, and you can actually call that a turnover to a certain degree with the block punt. And everything else, if you look at it, this has been an even ball game. And that's why you can't, in a game like this, you can't have turnovers. And that one big play there has Struthers on the opposite end of winning right now.
We roll into the end of the month of September with Springfield and Jackson Milton here on the Cleveland Cobras Game of the Week. 2 weeks we head into October. Lowellville and McDonald meet in the MVAC.
That's like October. And just you saying that is strange.
Hasn't felt like October in a while.
Yeah, for a while. And I'm telling you, knowing that we started in August, and here it is, you're talking about October already. Unbelievable.
Tonight's game brought to you by the Cleveland Cobras. They are in pursuit of a PAFL championship. And if you are looking to continue your football career, contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442 and be part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. And we have been part of that excitement for a while now.
Yeah, and we've definitely been loving what we've been seeing up there. Very good action.
First and 10 for the Raiders. Wing to the right. It'll now go in motion. That's a wing to the left side. Toy's going to keep the football, hesitate in the hole, and able to push a couple of defenders across the 40 and all the way down to the 38-yard line. Looked like he was going to only get about 2 yards, but kept the feet churning and added 3 more.
Yeah, he sure did. And that's what you got to do. If those feet are able to keep moving, you keep them going. And that's exactly what he did.
So it brings up second down for the Raiders. We are down to 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first half. A 13-7 lead for the homestanding South Range Raiders.
Yeah, they got to get out there quick. The clock is running down on them.
Play clock down to 5 seconds. Dominguez moves up next to Toy. Nagy in motion. Going to pitch it to him. Try to turn the corner, and Struthers right there to make the stop and drive Gavin Nagy back, and it's going to bring up third down and short coming up for South Range.
Yes, he picked up about 3 there, but it looked like that could be a big opener on the side. They were able to pursue and get that defense over there, but they're playing the clock perfectly here on offense because I'm sure they want to be the last one to have it and be able to get a score on the board.
Wing to the right. Dominguez to the right of Toy. 2 receivers to the left side. Combs moves in motion, settles left side. Toy is going to try and turn it to the outside, and the Wildcats read that beautifully. The initial man wasn't able to make the stop, Dave, but he forced it to the boundary, and that had help.
Yep, sure did, and did an excellent job playing defense on that play, caused them to lose a couple yards on it. And it's just... They
backed this football all the way up to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, he was not able to turn up, and he had to go out of bounds. They forced him out. This is big here.
So fourth down. South Range looks like they will leave the offense on the field as the play clock down to 6 seconds. And Coach Rock just going to be forced to take the timeout. As we're down to 1:34 to go here in the fourth quarter, in the second quarter, another fourth down possibility, as both of these teams have kind of rolled the dice here early on.
And that's what I'm saying. We talked about it. Is it a regular Friday night high school football game? No, it's not. You don't see teams going for it in their own territory. We have seen that tonight with these teams, fourth down, going for it this often. This means something.
It does. Not only does it mean, it's conference play in the NE8, but you look across the other sideline, you see another undefeated football team.
Yep.
We saw the first set of computer rankings come out this week, 20-plus Valley teams right now in playoff positioning for the first week of computer rankings. And whoever wins this game, that other team is going to win a lot more football games and help your cause out.
Yep, absolutely. So it's definitely a big, big football game here.
Someone asked me, they said, your computer system is complicated in Ohio. I said, it's not really. You want to win, and the teams you beat, you want them to go and win.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah. Because that's how you create extra points for yourself, and that's what you want them to do. And with these two teams being so good, they're going to win afterwards.
4th and 4 for the Raiders. One receiver right, two to the left. Wing to the left side. Toy to throw it. Has time. Goes downfield. Too tall. Incomplete.
He rifled that one.
At the 20-yard line. And that'll be a turnover on down. South Range gives the football back to the Struthers Wildcats, who have a minute and a half to play here in tonight's first half.
Yeah, see if they can make something happen and try to get down some area, have an opportunity to score. Trying to see here. It looks like, I was trying to see out there, it looks like they got 2 timeouts. So you got something to work with.
Coming up at the half, the PAC report this week in PAC football. Dave Clark's first half stats.
Yes.
Coming up as well. Michael Rickard not with us for the next couple of weeks. Wildcats will run it with Brom on first down. And he's able to continue to push that pile. He drove it across the 40-yard line. Dave, that was only about a 2.5, 3-yard run. But it was the one that took quite a bit to bring the ball carrier down.
Yeah, and one thing you don't want him to do is what he did on that one. He was able to get a little bit of momentum going forward. And he's a hard guy to bring down.
One receiver to the right. One to the right, tight to the line of scrimmage. Estrella's going to keep it, try to run, and he's going to be sacked back near the 35-yard line. Going to bring up a 3rd down and long. Under 5 minutes to play from Poland. The Bulldogs continue to pull away from Hubbard, Dave, on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. It is Poland 21, Hubbard 0.
Yeah, they're trying to put something on them real early.
I think the Bulldogs are mad about last week's result.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So 3rd down and long. Call it 3rd and about 12 for the Wildcats. Aiden Nicholas is one of the receivers. They will run it with Brom. Brom across the 40, 45, 50, cuts back 40, and pulled down near the 38-yard line. Ball came loose. The Raiders have picked up the football back across the 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, 30, 20, cuts back and pulled out at the 15-yard line. Oh, Jimmy Powell, number 31.
Wow. Oh, did you like that? Wow. Can you have better excitement on the last play of the half than that?
Sideline to sideline as we've come to the end of our first half of football. And we've got a couple of players down for the Wildcats as both teams will head to their locker rooms. At the break, it is South Range 13, Struthers 7. We'll take a break, come back, and begin the halftime show next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Welcome back here to South Range High School. At the half, it is South Range 13 and Struthers 7. And now it's time for this week's edition of the PAC Report with Commissioner Joe Anderko.
Welcome to the PAC Football Report for September 21st, 2024. I'm Joe Anderko. This week, we will take a quick look back at last week's Gridiron contest in the President's Athletic Conference, while also previewing Week 3 games this Saturday. 3 PAC teams, all of whom are receiving national top 25 votes, improved to 2-0 last week with impressive wins. Case Western Reserve set a new program record for victory margin with a 64-6 home win over Bethany. W&J rolled past Teal on the road 58-7, while Carnegie Mellon broke open a 14-7 game after 3 quarters with 27 unanswered fourth quarter points in a 41-7 win over Geneva. After a Week 1 bye, Westminster captured its 2024 opener at home over Waynesburg 23-10, while St. Vincent improved to 1-1 with a 41-20 road victory at Allegheny. Defending PAC champ Grove City had the Week 2 bye. PAC Player of the Week laurels went to Case senior quarterback Alex Fromberg on offense in Week 2 with 243 yards and 4 passing TDs in the first half versus Bethany. St. Vincent sophomore safety Robbie Labuda on defense with 2 interceptions versus Allegheny, including a 40-yard pick six. And junior linebacker Colton Colucci of Allegheny on special teams with a 12-yard TD return after a botched snap to go along with 20 tackles versus St. Vincent. Top newcomer was Westminster freshman linebacker Aiden Fletcher with 2 sacks and a pair of forced fumbles versus Waynesburg. Week 3 features 3 night games, while Case Western Reserve has the bye. The marquee matchup is in Latrobe, where 1-1 St. Vincent hosts 1-0 Grove City at Chuck Knoll Field at 1 p.m. The Bearcats will face a number 9 nationally ranked Wolverine squad that has won 7 straight in the series, with the last St. Vincent win being a 57-32 shootout in 2016. Bearcat head coach Aaron Smetanka talks about his team's huge jump in performance from Week 1 to Week 2.
I think the main thing was just keeping a positive attitude throughout the process. I told the guys, hey, it's Week 1. You're playing a really good team. They're the top 25 program with W&J. And now we have to build from the corrections now going forward, make our corrections in the week. I think those guys had a great attitude throughout the course of the week.
Also nationally ranked is number 17 Carnegie Mellon, which looks to improve to 3-0 when the Tartans host 0-2 Bethany at Gesling Stadium in Pittsburgh at 7 p.m. CMU leads the series against the Bison 39-8 all time, including a 41-7 road win in West Virginia a year ago. Tartan head coach Ryan Larson notes that despite the team's respective records and a heavyweight matchup with W&J just around the bend in Week 4, no one at CMU is looking past the Bethany matchup.
I think it really gets down to one, you have to respect every opponent. You have to respect the game. You only get one chance a week to do this, unlike other sports that may get multiple. And so you have to really respect, that preparation piece of it.
Two teams looking for their first win of the season after tough early season schedules meet under the lights in Beaver Falls, as 0-2 Teal travels to face 0-2 Geneva at Reeves Field at 7 p.m. The series dates back to 1899, with the GTs leading the all-time series with the Tomcats 32-11-3. Teal's last win over Geneva was a 21-14 final in 2012. Veteran Golden Tornado mentor Gino DeMarco previews the matchup against the Tomcats.
We're going to have to defend some things that we didn't have to defend the first 2 weeks. They're much better. I know they're probably hungry for a win. We can't concern ourselves with any team that we play, just how we respond. We'll get better.
In other Week 3 PAC action, 1-0 Westminster travels to Meadville for a 7 p.m. kickoff at Frank Fuhrer Field against 1-1 Allegheny. The series dates back to 1899, with the Titans hosting a narrow 26-25-6 all-time advantage, including a 27-17 home victory over the Gators in New Wilmington in 2023. Finally, 2-0 W&J travels to face local rival 0-2 Waynesburg at John F. Wiley Stadium at 1 p.m. The Presidents have dominated the all-time series with their backyard rivals, winning 47 of 51 all-time meetings, including edging the Yellow Jackets 33-28 in Washington a year ago. That's all for this edition of the PAC Football Report. Log on to the conference website at www.pacathletics.org all season long for the latest news, scores, statistics, and other league info. You can follow us on social media via X, Facebook, and Instagram. Links available at the PAC website. I'm Joe Underko. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you at the stadium.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Meludic Live is your home for high school sports. We have all the scores on our social media platforms throughout the games. Enjoy our timely updates from local area schools year-round. You won't get the consistency and reliability from anyone else. Our number one priority is servicing our fans and getting them live news as it's happening. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Meludic_Live. And remember, our fans come first.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Halftime continues here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. The Struthers marching band exiting the field. It is halftime and a 13-7 lead for South Range over the visiting Struthers Wildcats. Well, Dave, you look at the first half scoring, there wasn't a whole lot of it.
No.
7:06 of the opening quarter. It was Toy to Combs from 19 yards out. The bobbled snap was a 2-point conversion that failed. A 6-0 lead for the South Range Raiders. Ensuing possession, Brom 78 yards to the house for the touchdown. The extra point was good. Struthers with a 7-6 lead. And then with 8:27 to play here in the first half, it was a blocked punt by the South Range special teams. Gavin Hiscox falls on the football in the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point converted. Halftime, South Range 13, Struthers 7.
Yeah, I tell you, Mark, and just thinking about your pregame interviews, it's right to the T when you talk to Coach Baird. He said we can't turn the ball over. The only real, at the end of the half, where it looked like they were having a chance to get in a scoring position, that turnover, and then you had the block punt. And those are the things that got them where they're behind. The 8 balls, they say right now. So not a lot. I can give you stats and things of that nature. It's not a lot. You don't have to. They kept it on the ground.
Started off by saying there has been 4 penalties in the game, 3 on South Range, 1 on Struthers. And we've had a turnover apiece in the first half.
Wow, I tell you. And what's so funny about that, you said 4. I remember our first couple of games, we had
2 games in a row where we had 20 at halftime?
At halftime. So to see this is just showing that it's very good coaching. Players are precise at what they're doing.
This is high caliber high school football.
Yeah, absolutely. When you see things like this, you can't make a mistake. That can put you down. And that's what you got here. These are 2 even football teams.
What do you got as far as some halftime numbers for us, Dave?
Well, we just go ahead to Struthers real quick, and there's only 2 stats to go with. And we got Devin Brom. He's carried the ball 9 times, 132 yards, 1 TD, a 78-yard touchdown run, and he had that 1 fumble right there at the end. Tyler Cole also carried the ball 7 times for 16 yards. They only tried 1 pass, incomplete, and that was it for them on offense. Now we go over to South Range. In South Range, we got a little bit more. We got Tristan Toy, who ran the ball 6 times for 15 yards. And also Aiden Dominguez, 8 carries, 53 yards. Toy also was 4 of 6 in the passing department with 50 yards. And we had 1 touchdown. And receiver Troy Combs, 3 catches, 31 yards, and a 19-yard touchdown catch. And Gavin Nagy with 1 catch for 19 yards. And that's your stats, really, for both this game. That's how it's been really right in a bubble. This game has been in a bubble, and it's showing what these teams are being coached, how they're being coached. And it's just great coaching and great football.
Raider Band is on the field. We're going to take another timeout here at the half with South Range on top of Struthers by a score of 13-7. When we come back, we'll dive deep into the Discount Power Sports scoreboard here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Accidents
happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
We are at halftime here tonight at South Range with the Raiders holding the lead over the Struthers Wildcats of 13-7. Dave, it's time for the halftime scoreboard, brought to you by Discount Power Sports, your go-to store for ATVs, dirt bikes, go-karts, electric bikes, and more. You can visit them at 778 North Main Street at Hubbard, or call them at 330-717-4441. On the Discount Power Sports scoreboard, it is a 17-0 lead for Salem over Beaver Local. Boardman, the Spartans off to a good start this year. They're up on Riverside, 14-0 approaching halftime. Brookfield and Liberty in a close one, 18-14 approaching the half. Cheney, a 14-0 lead over Canfield at the break.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising after what we've seen Canfield do in winning that game against Poland last week.
Columbiana 21, Lisbon 6 in the second quarter. I also will tell you West Branch on top of Howland 20-7. That is approaching halftime as well. Western Reserve a 13-6 lead over Lowellville. Marlington 14-0 lead over Warren John F. Kennedy. McDonald beating Jackson Milton tonight 21-0. We can tell you it is a 28-0 lead for Lakeview at halftime over Niles. Lakeview bouncing back after a loss last week.
Yeah.
And Hubbard trailing Poland 28-0 at Poland at the break.
Boy, I'm just...
A little bit of a surprise there. Springfield a 17-0 lead over Camel. That game is in the second quarter, and Ursuline up 28-0 over Warren Harding in the first half of action in that game. We are just about 5 minutes away from beginning the second half here tonight from South Range High School. We're going to take our final halftime break. When we come back, we'll get Dave's keys to the second half for both teams. That's up next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each, and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
It is halftime here at South Range, and the Raiders leading the Struthers Wildcats by a score of 13-7. What do you look at for adjustments second half, first off, for the visiting Struthers Wildcats?
Well, I tell you, you almost want to stay in what you've been doing, in which they do best, which is run the football. I think when they put Brom deep in the regular I, not the three running backs, but the two, I think he's more effective. He can see his running lanes and he can do things. But I do believe the Struthers has to try to throw the football in some capacity this second half, try to open things up a little bit and give them a little bit more diversity on offense.
For South Range?
South Range, you just continue doing what you do. I tell you, because all the motion, all the different formations that they use, they're going to keep you off balance. So continue to take care of the football, run it, throw it, and do the things you did the first half and just want to do it with even more efficiency, and I think they'll be okay.
You're listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown, a communist media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One network. Mark Means, Dave Clark, Matthew Craven, David Ferris, back at our iMedia One studios in Struthers. And the crew heads to Latrobe tomorrow as we are excited to be being contracted by Grove City College to produce and broadcast their game against St. Vincent in Latrobe tomorrow, beginning around 12:20.
Yeah, hey, you get to go up there to the home of the Pittsburgh Steelers training camp, actually, and get a chance to Grove City to continue their winning ways. I tell you, you have been through the tough times with that college, and to see them go to where they at now, I know you love it. And that's where you actually appreciate it, because you went through some very tough, long roads there, and now it's nice to see what's happening there.
The number 9 ranked team in the country in D3 football.
Yeah. Now, there's not much you can say other than that. And you think about those years past, it just makes you appreciate what you went through in broadcasting those games. There's things you have told me about back then that you had to think of things to talk about. Now it's just great.
It's an interesting weekend of college football. Of course, Youngstown State off the loss to Duquesne, travels to Pitt to take on the Panthers for a 3:30 kickoff from Acrisure Stadium. I almost said the wrong name of the stadium there for a second.
Yeah.
You've got Ohio State playing Marshall. You know what made me feel old about that game? Mm-hmm. Do you know who starts at quarterback for Marshall? Chad Pennington's son.
Yeah. That he started there. He's back with the Randy Moss days and Chad Pennington, and went on to the Jets and the Dolphins and all that. And he was a guy that I like Chad Pennington play, because he was a guy that he was underrated. He had the shoulder problems, different thing. He was still able to be an effective quarterback in the NFL. And now you go and like you said, I got to watch that, a little bit of that, to see now his son is playing. It lets you know something, boy.
When you've been doing things a long time, here's a perfect example. I've been involved in high school sports broadcasting, productions, something, for 28 years now. 28 of the last 29 years. I've been doing this long enough that it started off with the players I first covered. Then it was their sons. Mm-hmm. Now it's their grandchildren that I've had a chance to broadcast their games.
Unbelievable, Mark.
So there's been a few football broadcasts.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Speaking of football broadcasts, this has been a whale of a first half. You expect much more in the second.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Somebody would hear the score and say, well, what type of game was that for you? But this game has been strategy, X's and O's, all the way down, and this has been a great football game.
It doesn't have to be 45-44 to be a good football game.
That's absolutely right. And if you really know football and really get into it, the intricate parts of the game, you would definitely appreciate this one.
So it'll be Robert Carselli and Aiden Nicholas ready to begin this third quarter. And this kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard, reminding you accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass, offering a full range of automotive glass repairs. For an appointment, call 330-534-3192. So the Raiders will kick. Struthers working their way right to left here in quarter number 3, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. On what has been an absolutely perfect night for football.
Yes, it has. In a full house, Mark, as you said earlier, it's been a full house. Struthers has brung out their contingents also, and it's a game that I'm sure they're enjoying.
Jason Vorchak gets the foot into it. This one fielded inside the 10, across the 15, up the field, across the 20, 25, and hammering his way down near the 30-yard line. That's Aiden Nicholas on the return, and that is where the Wildcats begin 1st and 10, going right to left.
And that's the way you return a kick there, is if you don't see a lane, it might just be a little open. You get up in there, and that's where you got a nice field position to start off at the 30.
Try to create his own lane.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
So 1st and 10 for Anthony Pistella and the Struthers Wildcats. Head coach John Baggs Wildcats coming into play this week at the midway point, a perfect 4-0. 2 receivers in the formation in a wing. They're going to hand the ball off to Devin Brom on 1st down. And Brom is going to get across the 30, out to about the 32-yard line. Give him 2. It's 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, that time they did do what I was talking about, just put him in the eye, allow him to try to find his running lanes and run up inside there, and use his power and speed. He's a guy that he doesn't have that long range speed, but he has it at the point of attack. And he can be dangerous once he breaks through.
Carselli and Nicholas start to the right. Now they'll split one to each side of the formation. Wing in the backfield. Single tailback behind Anthony Pistella on 2nd down and 8. Pistella back to throw. Rolling out. Now he'll come back here to the near side. Broke away from one tackle, and he's pulled down at the 25-yard line. That's going to be a loss of close to 7 yards and bring up a 3rd down and long.
Yes, I'll tell you that. Yeah, nice tackle there. I thought he was going to be able to reverse his field, but way to play breakdown and make that tackle. And, Costelli has had 3 rushes tonight for minus 18. All of them have been 6-yard losses. So he hasn't had a good night of trying to run the football.
On 3rd down and long, Wildcats will send single receivers to each side. Pistella takes the snap, gives the ball to Brom. Brom across the 30. And Brom out to about the 34-yard line, but this will bring up a 4th and long for the Wildcats.
Yep.
So 4th down and close to 6 yards to go in this third quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro Football Team.
Good defense there. South Range Raiders be able to shut that down and be able to get the ball.
Gavin Nagy back to return the punt. Rush on, and Pistella able to get this one away. Nagy will play it on a hop across the 30 to the 35 and go out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Number 11, Gavin Nagy on the return. Right out of bounds by number 22, Johnny Stewart.
So that'll be where the Raiders take over, 1st down and 10.
They're in control now, and they want to try to put a nice drive together and put points on the board and really take control of this game if they possibly can.
Toy gets the play from the sidelines. Raiders left to right here in quarter number 2. Toy brings the team to the sidelines, to the field. Dominguez single back with him in the backfield. Gives the ball to Dominguez, trying to sweep to the outside, and they'll take his legs out from under him on a nice tackle by Aiden Russell in the backfield for a big loss to bring up 2nd and long.
Yeah, nice defensive play there as he strung that out and then knew when to go low and bring him down and loss of 5 yards on the play.
2nd and 15 now for the Raiders. Break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers go to the right, wing to the left side. Dominguez and a Toy in the backfield. It's Troy Combs in motion. Toy going to roll out. Fires downfield. Nate Lewis made the catch across the 45 and pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line, and he'd be just about a yard shy of a first down.
Yeah, nice play there. Picked up 14 yards on the play.
Gain of 14, going to bring up 3rd and 1 now for the Raiders on the Wildcats.
And that was Lewis' first catch of the day. He did a good job to get upfield and get that close to the first down.
So 3rd and 1 from the 48-yard line. Combs in motion right to left. Toy takes the snap. He's going to try and follow the blockers. First down across midfield, 45, and he's going to be down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup for Tristan Toy and a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, looks like he got an injury there. Number 3 for Struthers, who was in on the tackle.
That's Aiden Russell, who made a couple of tackles on this drive against the Raiders. And we'll have a stoppage in play with a player down. We can remind you, this third quarter brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals semi-pro football team. They are looking for Valley High School and college talent to join their roster. For more information, check out the Mahoning Valley Federals developmental football team on Facebook or call owner John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. And that franchise, they took big strides in year 2 this past summer.
Yeah, they sure did. And then people were wondering what was going to happen with them. But you see they're ready to come back with a flurry and put something together and continue their ways in building that football team.
Russell remains down on the field at about the 42-yard line on the far side of the field. And can't really tell what they're taking a look at, Davis. He's surrounded by the trainers and coaching staff.
Yeah, it's hard to really see and detect. I'm trying to see is he actually laying on his stomach there? I can't tell. No, I think he's on his back there, but he just seen him dive out on that tackle to make that tackle. It was a big-time collision in there, so speculate on exactly what's going on. It's hard to say.
And he's someone for the Wildcats that's been all over the field defensively from his linebacker spot.
Yeah, he sure has, and he's made some great decisions and very good tackles, just like he did just 2 plays ago on Dominguez and bringing him down in the backfield like that, stringing it out and bringing him down. And I'm surely I don't like how long he's been down right now, and it makes you wonder, just how severe the injury may be. Hopefully everything will be okay.
Right, and Struthers has done a good job really containing Aiden Dominguez. They really haven't given up any real big plays on the ground.
No, they really haven't. That's the thing. Like we said, this game has been an evenly matched, X's and O chess match type of game, and you had the one big, if you call, we said turnovers, but one big play was the block punt for a touchdown, and that's the difference in the game right now.
That's 4. That's Brom that was down, Dave.
Wow.
That is Devin Brom. We thought initially it was 3, but that was Devin Brom, number 4, who was able to get up and make his way to the sidelines.
Yeah, and I think we did see 3 down too, but I don't know what happened over there, because I'm sure our eyes not tricking us there.
Yeah, we even saw the coin toss tonight.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Wing to the left, 2 receivers to the right side. That is Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. Dominguez going to get it running right up the middle, and a big collision as he crossed the 35 down to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 6 on first down, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I mean a collision too when they got there.
And these are 2 teams that don't run from contact.
No, this is a physical football game. for sure. And we got another guy now.
We have a player for Struthers across the field from us, down on the field after that previous play. And you look at the way the game itself has changed, and there's a lot of, spread it out, 3, 4, 5 wide receivers. But the game is still played between the tackles and physically at the high school level.
Yeah, and that's football. And I mean, that's the way you want to see it played, is want to be physical and assertive in there. And you gotta bring something to the, as they say, to the dance. You want to bring something there, and it'll get you either disrespected or respected in the way you bring it. So you want to bring something there, and these two teams have not shied away from any type of contact.
That player that was down for the Struthers Wildcats is Aiden Nicholas, number 7. And good to see him up and heading to the sidelines. Second down and about 4 facing the Wildcats off the injury stoppage. We are down under 8 minutes to play, third quarter. 13-7 South Range leading Struthers. 2 receivers to the right, Dominguez to the right of Toy. Toy takes the snap, fires it underneath, ball juggled and incomplete at the 25-yard line.
And that was a great pass there. I mean, timing. He zipped that one right there, and he hit him in that spot that sometimes you don't want to be hit in the hands. I mean, it was right there, and he couldn't hold on.
That's what we've seen from Tristan Toy today. There are some revolutions on the football when it comes off his hand.
Yes.
The 5'10", 170-pound senior works out of the pistol. Dominguez to his left. Fake the handoff. Toy is going to keep it. And Toy is down to the 31-yard line.
Very close, a little short there.
Going to be a little bit shy and bring up 4th down in less than 1. Play will come in from the sidelines. Dylan Smeshko, number 82, will bring the play in, and Gavin Nagy will come to the sidelines. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage. 1 receiver right, 1 to the left. Left side receiver goes in motion. Toy's going to keep it. He'll have the first down across the 25. Still on his feet across the 20 and down near the 17-yard line with a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, that was actually Dominguez who went almost in the Wildcat there and ran that football.
So Dominguez gets the first down on the ground. A little bit of a wrinkle from the Raiders.
Yeah, that's it. They show you all kind of looks there. And he was like a human pinball machine, just bouncing off tacklers, picking up that first down.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. They give it to Dominguez on the handoff. And able to push the pile inside the 15 and down near the 12-yard line. Second effort by both of these teams' running backs tonight has been impressive.
Well, I tell you, Dominguez looked like he said, I want to let you know, Brom is not the only guy that can bounce off people and run through people, as he's showing in these last 2 runs.
Second down and short, 2nd and 3. Toy's going to keep the football over the shoulder. He'll hammer to the 1-yard line. It's 1st and goal for the Raiders.
He ran that one with authority. He was trying to get into the end zone as he ran that ball with definite authority. And I don't know if I've seen a little bit of kinks as far as the Struthers, as they might be trying to wear down. We've seen little injuries play after play, and they're bringing it to them physically here in this third quarter.
So 1st and goal. Ball spotted at the 1-yard line. They're going to snap it, looking for the goal line. No indication yet. That is a 1-yard touchdown for the Raiders. So 5:26 to play here in the third quarter. The 1-yard TD run expands the lead for the Raiders. Luke Starkey will come on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of number 31, Jimmy Powell.
Jimmy Powell had our exciting play for halftime.
Snap down, extra point on the way, and true. 5:26 to play, third quarter. It is now South Range 20, Struthers 7. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
1 yard touchdown run by Aiden Dominguez. And the extra point now gives the South Range Raiders a 20-7 lead. And this becomes a big possession for the Wildcats now, Dave.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And it puts them where they might a little uncomfortable. They're down 13. They definitely need to put something together on this year's drive.
So the Raiders will kick. Wildcats have two returners back deep. That's Carcelli and Nicholas. Standing inside their 10-yard line. Sophomore Jason Vorshak gets his foot into this one. At the 7, across the 10, trying to get wide outside to the 15-yard line. A flag comes in as the runner is knocked down at the 20-yard line.
And usually when you see that thrown in the power area, it's probably an illegal block somewhere.
That was Tyler Cole, number 20, on the return.
Barry, where are you? Barry Morgan, stand up. John doesn't have to
call a hold on that return. That will be just our 5th infraction of tonight's game.
That lets you know how well played this game has been.
5 total penalties, pair of turnovers.
Yep. And now they're in that uncomfortable position up against their goal line, the same position they were before at the 10-yard line.
5:19 to play, third quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals semi-pro football team. They're going to run it on first down. Good to see Devin Brom back in the game. Brom's going to pick up about 3, Dave. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it's imperative that they get a first down and get out the shadow of their own end zone. They know the unfortunate situation happened last time, and they definitely have to get out of there.
So it will bring up 2nd down and 7 yards to go for the Wildcats. Break the huddle with a couple of receivers to the left side. Devin Brom, the senior running back, in the backfield with junior quarterback Anthony Pistella. Brom gets the handoff, has a big opening across the 30, 35-40, 45-50, 45-40, 30, 20, 15, still on his feet, down to the 10-yard line. The ball came loose inside the 5. There's a pile up for the football, and we'll see who comes out of there with the ball. And that is Raiders football inside the 5-yard line after that big run by Devin Brom.
Yeah, running and holding the ball a little loosely on that. They did the same thing right before half as he broke it. And when he gets in the open field, he tends to hold that ball a little bit loose. And they were able to come and rip that through. And he's down on the field now. They have a couple players from Struthers down, and Brom is one of them.
And Brom down on the field, back at about the 11-yard line after that big run. And then one of the Raiders able to punch the ball loose and recover it at the 3-yard line. Brom got up, started to make his way to the sidelines, and then stopped at the 12-yard line. There's another injured player back upfield at about the 47-yard line.
Unbelievable. It looked like that's the offensive lineman, number 78. It looked like there. So I tell you, it's just he has to be able to keep that ball. And for one problem that he had on that, he had the ball in the wrong arm, is he had it in the inside hand of where the defense is coming. He should have switched that ball to his left side towards the sideline. So if anything like that happened, the ball is going out of bounds, if anything. And a lot of times they can't even get to the ball if you have it. But he never changed hands. And when you got people trailing you and they're coming, and he knew he was coming because he did a little stiff arm, you just can't have it in the wrong arm. Twice this happened to him tonight after great runs.
So we have a stoppage at 4:15 to play here in the third quarter with 2 Wildcats on the field. And one down at the 11-yard line, one at about the 47-yard line. And we've seen the trainers kind of go back and forth between the two to make sure they're both tended to.
Yeah, I tell you, Brom's got the 2 fumbles on these long runs, and in 13 carries, he's got over 200 yards rushing. But the downfall of it is the 2 fumbles on 2 of his biggest runs.
So as they continue to take a look at the 2 injured players here tonight, we will get you a Discount Power Sports scoreboard update. If you remember early on, Salem had a big lead over Beaver Local. The Beaver Local Beavers have battled back to take a 19-17 lead at halftime. Boardman with a 21-7 lead over Riverside in the third quarter. All these games at halftime, Liberty 28, Brookfield 24, Garfield a 35-0 lead over Champion. Cheney still holding to a 14-0 lead over Canfield at the half. West Branch 20, Howland 7 at last report. LeBray, the Vikings having a nice year. It is a 35-0 lead for LeBray over Newton Falls. And the big offensive lineman for the Wildcats, 78, Vince Bolia, the senior, he is able to get up and make his way to the sidelines. And
he's a big one, too. 6'4", 290 pounds.
And also good to see Brom also up, walking under his own power, making his way to the far sidelines.
Well, I tell you, you think about those 2 plays there, the 34-yard run and then the fumble. And then that one was 73 yards before he fumbled. I mean, those 2 plays could have been the end of scores. We could have a different ball game, be tight as ever. But those are big things, and Coach Begg talked about it. We can't have turnovers, and there they go.
And you know what? Brom has showed you he's not just a bruiser between the tackles. When he gets outside, he can go.
Yeah, he can get it. He can still do it, and, man, unfortunately.
Ball resting on the 3-yard line for the Raiders, working right to left. They will run it on first down, right up the middle. And that big offensive line pushing their way downfield for a big gain out to the 9-yard line. Aiden Dominguez with the carry, Dave. And
yeah, nice run there. And that offensive line definitely came out with an attitude there.
They were able to pick up 6. It's 2nd down and 4. Dominguez in the backfield with Toy. Dominguez gets the handoff, slips between some tackles, and is able to drive across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line for a Raider first down.
First down!
Yep.
Both of these teams seem their offenses go as the big guys up front go.
Yeah, it sure does. And like I said, it just looked like that defensive line of Struthers is being worn down.
2 receivers to the left. Combs goes in motion. Toy's going to keep the football. This time, the Struthers Wildcats there to make the stop after a short gain for Toy. Down to the 25-yard line for a pickup of 4. It's 2nd down and 6.
On their own 25-yard line.
We've talked about it. This South Range offense, they do so many things. They show you so many things that it occupies so much of your time to prepare for them.
Yeah, and you have to cover it because you don't know what they may try to do.
Receivers to each side on 2nd down and 6. Combs in motion. Toy takes the low snap. Try to do the quick pass downfield to Heath Krause. And that a little too far out in front of him and incomplete. It's 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I think he rushed that one a little bit. He didn't have firm control of the ball on the snap. And I think him trying to get it together and try to rush that pass in there.
He saw how open his receiver was for the first down and just tried to rush it out there.
Yeah, and I mean, that right down the seam was wide open. So he catch that. He's running for a while.
3rd down and 6 for the Raiders. Down to 2:25 to play, 3rd quarter. 20-7, South Range leading Struthers. Toy takes the snap. He'll roll to the wide side. Fires downfield. Receiver made the catch. First down. Turned upfield across the 50 and pulled out of bounds near the 45-yard line. That was a nice job of recognition by Toy of who to get the ball to, and his teammates immediately blocked downfield.
Yeah, they sure did. I was trying to see who he got that to. It looked like Nagy there.
So it's a first down out to the Struthers 46-yard line. Got 2 minutes and 20 seconds to play in this 3rd quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. To learn more about the Federals, visit their Facebook page at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team. 2 receivers right, wing to the left side. Give the ball to Dominguez following his big offensive line. And he'll be down to about the 41-yard line. And you see an experienced runner and an experienced offensive line. He put his hand out and basically just followed one of his offensive linemen downfield.
Yeah, they're controlling the line of scrimmage right now. And when you could do that, that's all you have to do is just stay behind your linemen because they actually right now are controlling the line of scrimmage.
We've got an injury stoppage with 2:05 to play here in the 3rd quarter. South Range 20, Struthers 7. We are back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Mill Creek Golf Course is now open. Experience the Donald Ross Championship design of both courses, where you can book a tee time online at millcreekmetroparks.org. Mill Creek features a newly remodeled golf shop, new cart paths, and is a Callaway certified club fitting facility with demo days. The PGA professional staff is now accepting golf outings and leagues. For more information, call 330-740-7112 or stop by and see what all Mill Creek Golf Course has to offer you. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Welcome back to South Range Athletic Complex as we greet you with the latter moments of this 3rd quarter. We've got an injury stoppage with a player down for Struthers being tended to at the far side of the 40-yard line. And South Range with a 20-7 lead with 2:05 to play here in tonight's 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think we get a lot of guys that are getting banged up, but I believe it's the exhaustion. This has been a physical football game, a lot of hitting. Like we said, nobody's shying away from contact. And when you have that and just the constant motion of this game, it can cause some things where you feel like you're depleted. And I think that's what's happening now.
And you look at both of these sidelines, in an era where you hear, numbers are down. Numbers don't look to be down for either one of these two programs.
No, not tonight. I mean, you look at this, and they got a numerous amount of players on the sideline. So it's good to see. And I just, at this level, it's just good to see how you watch guys develop. And a lot of these guys we've seen in the last few years, especially at South Range, we done covered so many of their games that just to see some of them grow from freshmen to now they're seniors. And the leader of these teams here.
That is number 54, Tyler Hobart, a senior offensive and defensive lineman that is able to get up and make his way to the sidelines. As we get set to go back to action, it's 2nd and 5, South Range from the Struthers 41-yard line. Single receivers to each side, single back in the backfield with Tristan Toy. They're going to run it with Dylan Smeshko, and he's going to hit the pile and push it forward. It's going to be just about a half-yard shy, depending on the spot. They're going to say he is a full yard shy. 3rd down and 1.
Just outside the Wildcat 37-yard line.
Try and get you some score updates on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. 3rd quarter, Beaver Local now pulling away from Salem 25-17.
What a comeback there.
2 receivers to the right, wing to the left. That man will go in motion. That's Troy Combs. Troy takes the snap, runs with the football, trying to get to the outside, turns the corner at the 35 and pushed out of bounds. And here comes the flag, multiple flags for a late hit out of bounds. So that is penalty number 3 on Struthers and our 6th of the night.
Still in single digits. That's something.
And they will add 15 yards to the end of the run. And not something we always really kept or paid attention to, but if you were with us for Game 2 and Game 3, both of those games had well over 20 penalties enforced.
Yeah, and that really, when we really noticed it, because it was just outrageous.
So a 1st down after the penalty, down to the 19-yard line. 2 receivers left. Running back is to the left of Tristan Toy, the quarterback. Toy kind of hid behind his line. Then he got sacked. The ball came loose. And can't tell if the Wildcats were able to recover the football. They were not.
It rolled out of bounds there?
So it went out of bounds before they were able to gain possession.
Well, he was lucky on that play that's basically what happened.
Latter stages, 3rd quarter. It is Mineral Ridge 28 and Waterloo 12. Rams have been playing good football the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
So 2nd down and 18. 45 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Going to run the ball up the middle and another huge collision.
Number 82, Smeshko.
That's Dylan Smeshko on the carry.
And that was our guy again, Aiden Russell, who was out earlier, but was in on that, man. He came and brought something to the party there.
And now we've got a Raider player on the field. That might be a cramp that they're going to try and work out. Saw a lot early on in the season. It's been an interesting year. It's either been hot or it's been on the chilly side of things.
Yeah, it is. It has been. And one thing we haven't seen a lot of, except our one night of it, is a lot of rain.
We don't say that word. We don't want to go back to what we experienced at Farrell. Niles 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah. And now I didn't know how I was going to get home on a boat or something.
The Mahoning Valley Federal Semi-Pro football team are proud to sponsor tonight's 3rd quarter, and they are looking for Valley High School and college talent to join their roster. For more information, check out the Mahoning Valley Federal's developmental football team on Facebook or call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. We thank John and the Federals for being part of our high school football broadcast this year. So we've got a big 3rd down coming up in this game with just 27 seconds to play in the 3rd.
This game has been a fast-moving football game, and I think all the different injuries and stoppages has really slowed up the pace of the game.
So they're trying to work out a cramp. This one seems to be a little bit more difficult to get worked out as they've been trying to tend to the player on the field.
And when I see him take both legs up, it's making me think he's getting them in both legs. And that's a difficult one sometimes to get that thing to release and really calm down.
And you always talk about hydrating up to the game, not on game day.
Right. Absolutely. You have to.
Trying to get a confirmation of a time on a score for us. And this has been a physical football game.
Yeah, it has.
So we've seen, guys on both sides get a little bit banged up tonight.
Yeah, it has. This is a game that these guys will need to rest over the weekend, do the right things to recuperate, because this definitely has been a physical game tonight.
Player for the Raiders up and slowly making his way to the sidelines. Late third quarter at Bo Ryan Stadium. Lakeview now with a 34-0 lead over the Niles Red Dragons on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard.
Boy. Just a little upset.
Raiders facing a third down and long. Trips to the left, single receiver right side. Toy back to throw. Has a clean pocket, fires downfield, and just short hop that one to his receiver at about the 8-yard line. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Yeah, that ball came out of his hand a little funny there.
So this will bring on Luke Starkey for a field goal. The holder going to go down at the 31-yard line. So make this a 41-yard attempt for the senior Luke Starkey, who, amongst others, holds the career record for longest field goal for South Range. We learned that this afternoon in the press box.
Yep.
Snap good. Starkey gets his foot into this one. Has the distance, and it's good. So Starkey connects on a 41-yard field goal with 15 seconds to go here in this third quarter. You know what, Dave? We have seen some impressive kicking throughout our first 6 games of the season this year.
Yeah, we sure have. And he got all of that ball there.
Wow. Hulk Hogan even liked that kick.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know if that was Hulk Hogan or Randy.
That might have been Macho Man. You might be right. They've gone to the end of the third quarter at Niles. 34-0 Lakeview leading the Niles Red Dragons. Here we have got 15 seconds to go in tonight's third quarter. And a 23-7 lead for South Range. And that drive, 97 yards. They took over after the fumble recovery at the 3-yard line.
Yeah. Get points out of that was great.
So Jason Vorshak will kick the football back to the Wildcats. Vorshak gets his foot into this one. Picked up at the 6, across the 10, 15, outside to the 20, cuts back 25, 30, 35, 40, out across the 50, 40, 35, 30, 20, 15, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 10 and down near the 7-yard line.
That was a great run back there. And Aiden Nicholas actually shipped that and got it out to the outside and really showed something on that return.
And that will be the final play of tonight's third quarter, brought to you by the Mahoning Valley Federals. After 3, South Range 23, Struthers 7. We'll be back after this to start the fourth quarter on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-5 540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Time to begin the fourth quarter here tonight from the home of the South Range Raiders. They have a 23-7 lead over the visiting Struthers Wildcats. And tonight's fourth quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Visit Lena's Pierogi House on Facebook to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Or you can call Lena's at 234-254-8532. We begin the fourth quarter, first and goal from the 8-yard line for the Wildcats. They will run it with Brom. Broke a tackle, spins inside the 5 and down inside the 1-yard line. It's second and goal from the 1.
He's trying to keep his footing there. He almost got into the end zone, but he got it down to the 1 after a 6-yard carry there.
So second and goal from the 1-yard line as we begin the fourth quarter, and a night that's been full of action.
Yes, it has.
So second and goal from the 1-yard line. Out of the stack I formation, Brom is the second back in the stack of 3. They turn, they give it to Brom. He has stood up at the 1-yard line and pushed back. It'll be third and goal. That's a big surge by the defensive front for the Raiders to get the stop and bring up third and goal.
Yeah, giving them the ball right there. Definitely don't like that call because he can't get any momentum going. He's right behind the quarterback. You just turn and give it to him. He gets no momentum going. But when he's deeper in that eye, then he can be a serious weapon.
Again, out of the stack I, and now we've got whistles, and South Range will use a timeout. So the Raiders use a timeout. Dave, we will keep it right here while we have a moment to look ahead on our schedule for the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week. We head to Jackson Milton next Friday for Springfield and Jackson Milton, a 6:40 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. We begin October with Lowellville and McDonald on October 4th, and I believe we were at one of the very first games played at their beautiful new facility.
Yeah, we did it. It's a very nice facility they put together. It was something different for all the years that McDonald had, but that facility is nice, and I'm sure we're going to get an exciting ball game.
So that is the upcoming 2 games on the Cleveland Cobras high school football game of the week here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. It is third and goal for the Wildcats. Again, out of the stack I formation. Give it to Brom. Try to cut to the outside. He is stopped at the 1-yard line. It is fourth down and goal. And you are listening to Sports Radio 1240, WBBW Youngstown, a Cumulus Media station, and Western Reserve Radio 2, part of the iMedia One Network. Fourth and goal for the Wildcats.
And now they may try to put them in the stacked eye and run it, but right now, you know what they're going to do. And I think if they put that run blitz on it, that can end everything. This is big.
It will come out of the stack I. Play clock down to 4 seconds. And now Coach Banks says, hold on, I want a timeout.
I think he did get the timeout.
And he got the timeout.
He got the timeout.
Before the snap of the football.
Yeah, he was smart, I tell you. He was running.
He had to come almost, all the way onto the field to get somebody's attention to get that timeout.
Yeah, he definitely called the timeout on the play. So
that timeout stops the Fourth quarter at 9:56 to play here in tonight's fourth quarter.
And I can't believe that they ran the same play 3 times. And just turn around, giving it, and just running it up in the pile. You just can't do. You got to maybe spread them out. You have to do some little diverse, because this is an important, really important drive for them to get in.
Right, if you want to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of the field position you were given by your special teams.
Yeah, and I mean, you think about it. You don't get anything here. You had a 73-yard run and you fumble. You're getting in the scoring position. And you had them one earlier than that, and they didn't in the position. So this is tough. You have to score here.
Raider defense trying to get this crowd fired up. It's been into this game well before kickoff tonight. Wildcats coming to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and goal from inside the 1-yard line. They will again come out of the stack eye look.
They got Brom deep, but I tell you, this could be a problem.
They set up Smavnicki as a wing back. They give it to Brom.
He's in.
And Brom still waiting for the indication. Is in for the 1-yard touchdown for Devin Brom. So with 9:50 to go in this fourth quarter, Devin Brom has his second touchdown, this one from 1 yard out.
And this is big here, because if they can get this 2-point conversion, it makes it a 1-possession game.
They will leave the offense on the field. Estrella moves out as a wide receiver. They snap the ball to Brom, and he got drilled and driven back, and the 2-point conversion fails.
And the way they did that play, you seen the hesitation that you could tell that he's supposed to look. And I tell you, Costello was wide open in the end zone, not a soul around him. Nobody went after him. Nobody covered him. He could have just threw it out there any kind of way he wanted to, and they would have got the 2-point conversion.
9:50 to play fourth quarter. South Range 23, Struthers 13. We're back after a quick break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532. We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Big fourth down conversion by the Wildcats as they were able to score on the 4th and 1 run by Brom. Now we'll see what they elect to do here with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And this kickoff brought to you by Repair That Glass in Hubbard. So they've got the ball turned on its side, pointing towards the Struthers sidelines. Carnahan going to kick it away. And across the 15, 20, 25, 30. Still on his feet, 35, and down near the 37-yard line. So a big possession now defensively for the Wildcats. They're going to try and get the ball back with time to get back in this 10-point game.
Raiders will have the ball first and 10.
So they will spot the ball at the 36-yard line, first down and 10.
Well, it's a big series for Struthers defense. They want to get the ball back, and they need it quickly now because it's actually a 2-possession game now instead of 1. They wasn't able to pick up that 2-point conversion.
Toy running back with him, 2 receivers in the formation. Dominguez running to the short side across the 40. And he's going to be all the way out to the 45-yard line. Second effort, picking up extra yards. It is second down and 1, and we've got a Wildcat player a little slow to get up. So they will stop play. 9 minutes, 30 seconds to go in tonight's fourth quarter, brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House. And they will take a look at one of the Struthers linemen down near the 45-yard line. Struthers able to take advantage of that kickoff return and scoring on 4th down and 1 after Coach Beck just got the timeout in.
I mean, he just got it. He was trying to get somebody's attention, and nobody was looking his way, but he finally was able to get that. And I'm sure he's happy that somebody on that chain gang or referees were able to see that he was, calling a timeout because, man, Braun was stopped short. He actually lost yardage, and that would have been a big stoppage by South Range.
It's Jacob Pagano up and walking to the sidelines. So the Raiders will face a 2nd down and 1 from their 45-yard line.
Well, the statistics say that they've been a very good defense, South Range, and they definitely have shown that.
Choi going to work out of the pistol. Single running back next to him. 2 receivers in a wing. Gave the ball to Dominguez, who hesitated for a moment and then surged forward for 2 yards and a Raider first down. Been impressed by both of these 2 feature backs and their vision.
Yeah, they see where that hole is, and they don't take a lot of jab separately. They put that foot in the ground and get to where they need to go.
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Clock rolling now under 9 minutes. By letting the play clock run under 10 seconds. They will give it on a fly sweep to the outside to Gavin Nagy. And Nagy that's 18. That was Troy Combs on the carry.
Yeah, his first carry tonight there. And actually for him to even get 2 yards, it looked like on that play. It didn't look like he would have got anything, but he was able to squeeze that out of that play.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 to the 49-yard line. 2 receivers right. They're going to run the ball with Dominguez, and he got to the 50 for 1 yard and then was driven back. And both of these teams do a good job pursuing to the football and then making plays.
Yeah, they get their hats on the ball. Good play there, but I tell you, Struthers defense has been out there a long time tonight. It's a lot of plays defensively, and you can see the wear and tear.
So 3rd down and 7 from midfield. 7:40 to play, 4th quarter, 23-13. South Range leading Struthers. Toy takes the snap, quick pass over the middle. Combs makes the catch, has the first down, and he's down to the 35-yard line. We've seen them trying to run that quick pass a couple of times.
Yep.
That time able to execute it perfectly.
Perfectly there.
So first down to the Struthers 35-yard line.
That was Combs there, and that's his 4th reception tonight.
So ball resting on the 35-yard line. 1 receiver right, 1 to the left side, wing to the right side. Going to run it on first down. That's Dominguez across the 25, inside the 20, down near the 19-yard line with another first down run of about 15 yards for the Raiders. So Dominguez continuing to run the football. That his 20th carry of the night unofficially.
Yeah.
Single receivers to each side. That's Nate Lewis to the right side. Gavin Nagy to the left. Going to run the ball with Dominguez. Big hole up the middle. He's inside the 10-yard line. Ball came loose. They'll say he was down, and it's going to be a 1st and goal for the Raiders.
Yeah, 10-yard pickup there.
So 1st and goal for the Raiders from the 10-yard line.
This could basically seal the deal if they can get in the end zone here.
This drive has been a lot of Aiden Dominguez running the football.
Yes, it has.
Single receivers to each side. Dominguez to the right of the quarterback, Tristan Toy. Man goes in motion. Give it to Dominguez. He'll fall inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line, where it will be 2nd and goal from there. Both teams with a pair of timeouts as we go under 5 minutes and 40 seconds to play in tonight's 4th quarter. We've seen South Range use that big offensive line to grind some time off this 4th quarter clock.
They bring Domesco in. Give Dominguez a little break here.
So Smesco is the running back. Toy's going to keep it. Toy's going to lower the shoulder, and he's in for an 8-yard touchdown for Tristan Toy. 5:15 to play in tonight's 4th quarter.
There's a big hole there, and he was able to hit that crease and get in there, and he wasn't touched until he was at the end zone.
So Toy has a touchdown passing and a touchdown running tonight. And now Luke Starkey, who has a 41-yard field goal in his box score for tonight, will come on to attempt the extra point. Starkey lining up. Soccer-style approach. Snap, good. Kick on the way, and the extra point is good. 5:15 to play, 4th quarter. It is South Range 30, Struthers 13. We're back after a break on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
Back here at the South Range, it's now a 30-13 lead for the Raiders. And over the years, and we're in what, 3rd year in a row, 4th overall, doing games together. You like to call South Range the machine, and this is a well-oiled machine.
Well, and I tell you, and even when they gave up big yardage on the running plays, they made up for it, causing fumbles, taking the ball away.
Effort.
So that's right. That's what that is. And that's why they're keeping the totals down as far as scoring against them. They're able to make big plays when they're needed.
Yeah, their points against, they've given up 13. They were only averaging giving up 5 a game going into this one.
Yeah, that's something.
They'd given up 5 points per game on average and had 2 shutouts through the first 4 weeks. This kick will be on the ground. Take a big hop to the 15. Cut one way to the outside. Now driven back, and the ball almost stripped free of the returner.
This guy ain't went down yet.
And now we've got a flag at the end of the play. That's Aiden Nichols on the return for Struthers.
I mean, he had determination. He did not ever come down on that play.
So we'll have to see what this penalty will be. Multiple flags on the field at about the 12-yard line. So I don't know if the play was blown dead, and then, there were kind of, it looked like mutual effort by both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why a flag was thrown in there. I want to hear what this is.
In a case like this, and not often do I say this, but in a case like this, I'd be in favor of just picking it up.
Mm-hmm. And if you're not going to pick it up, then you just call offsetting penalties on both sides, because that was nothing but effort on both sides. You had a determined runner who was not going to go down.
So they will break the huddle.
There
and
you
they
go.
They will
Yep.
call offsetting penalties. So
Yep.
they like the way they did that.
Yeah, I mean, it is either what you said, pick it up, or just do it offsetting, because that was his effort on both sides. And this is a physical football game, and a lot of emotions run high in a physical game. This game period is just like that. So I don't think you call a penalty on anyone in that instance there.
Two receivers split out to the right side for the Wildcats on 1st down and 10 from the 17-yard line. They will run it on 1st down. And not much running room there for Tyler Cole, who lost about a half yard, and it brings up 2nd down and long for the Wildcats. Under 5 minutes to play at 4 minutes 40 seconds, a 30-13 lead for the South Range Raiders.
Yeah, I tell you, and if you look at that, or somebody just read that score, and so they just blew them out, and it's not indicative of how tough,
not at all,
how close this game has been.
2nd down coming up now for the Wildcats. Two receivers to the right side. Estrella back to throw. That's time. He's going to step into a shot downfield. Has a man out there who came back to the ball and made a great catch near the 40-yard line.
Yes, he did.
And that is Robert Carcelli. And Pastrella really stepped into that ball and let it fly.
Yes, he did. And that's 42 yards later. You had a big play as they finally, on his second attempt, he's got a completion of 42 yards.
It's not bad when you're averaging 20-plus yards per completion.
Yeah.
Two receivers go to the left. Running back in the backfield is Tyler Cole next to Pastrella. Cole's going to get it. Try to bounce to the outside. Broke a tackle. Nice stiff arm. Stayed on his feet. Got a good 9 yards on that run. Did Tyler Cole. And Tyler Cole is a 5'10", 190-pound freshman running back.
Wow, I did not know he was a freshman. And he starts out there in the backfield, and he runs the ball pretty well. Something to look forward to as they go forward.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2. Cole's going to get it again.
Oh, the ball came loose.
The ball is knocked loose on the turf. And the Raiders have recovered. And it's turnover number 3 for the Wildcats. And you heard Coach Bake mention it to us. They can't have turnovers like the 4 they had last year. They've got 3 this year.
Yeah. And like we said, and if we want to put that blocked punt in there, it's at the 4 level. But we know we talk about the four regular turnovers. That would be something if they duplicate that again this year.
So South Range will take over after forcing the fumble at their 36-yard line. Tonight's 4th quarter brought to you by Lena's Pierogi House in Hubbard, your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Find out their weekly lineup by visiting them on Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House.
Heavy dose of Dominguez, I believe you're going to get now as they try to run the clock.
Now we've got whistles, and South Range forced to take a timeout. It didn't look like they had done much substituting, but didn't like something that they saw and had to take the timeout.
Yeah.
So they take the timeout. With 3:13 to play in the 4th quarter, we'll try to get you a Discount Power Sports scoreboard update as long as my phone is willing to cooperate with me, and it doesn't look like it wants to do that, Dave.
Yeah, I see that.
So we will let you know. This is a.
Here it is. I think it's back to trying to.
It didn't like me today for some reason. We'll call that. You ready for that? We will call that user error. That's what that was. That was completely 100% user error.
Mm-hmm.
So we will get you some scores after this next play. Toy going to take the snap, give the ball to his running back. Interesting. Dominguez down to the 34-yard line. Couple of final scores for you on the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Poland shuts out Hubbard tonight, 28-0. And Lakeview downs Niles at Bo Ryan Stadium, 34-8.
Wow.
So those are your games in the NE8 tonight. And a runner with Dominguez again on second down, trying to get to the edge across the 45, lowers the shoulder and gets off across the 40-yard line. The NE8, which is actually the NE7 after Jefferson left to go to a different conference, is like the Big Ten that has 1,112 teams in it. I mean, it may not have that many, but
the Big 1,000.
It has what, about 17 or 18 in the Big Ten?
I think it is somewhere up in it. It's close to that. It's definitely close to that.
We're going to get to a point in the not-so-distant future where there's going to be 3 conferences.
Yeah, I believe that.
So 1st and 10 after the run by Dominguez. Toy's going to hand the ball off. That is Dylan Smeshko. Down to the 35-yard line.
Yep.
Couple more scores starting to come in. Cheney shuts out Canfield tonight, 22-0. Thank you, Fred, who sent us that text.
That's something that's just shocking to me after a great performance last week and beating Poland.
Yeah, interesting way to look at that. You see, Canfield beat Poland last week. They lost to Cheney tonight.
Right.
Poland lost to Canfield. They shut out Hubbard tonight.
Yeah, isn't that something? I mean,
you never know from week to week.
Yeah, that's it. Got to play the game.
He will run it with Smeshko up the middle. Has a big hole across the 20. 15-10, 5 touchdown Raiders.
Great run.
Dylan Smeshko, 35 yards for the touchdown.
Like I said, you'll look at this score and think it's just a total blowout night, that it was a boring night, but it absolutely was not. This was a good football game that just got broken open in this last quarter.
So Luke Starkey will come on to attempt the extra point. So Starkey will line up to attempt the extra point, and I will attempt to get scores for a second time. Starkey will hit the 41-yard field goal earlier, lines up for the extra point, and puts that up and through. With 1:09 to play here in the fourth quarter, it is now South Range 37 and Struthers 13. Let's look at the Discount Power Sports scoreboard. Final scores, LeBray shutting out Newton Falls tonight, 45-0. That is a final. McDonald beats Jackson Milton 46-7. We mentioned earlier Hubbard being shut out by Poland 28-0. Fourth quarter, Springfield 30, Camel 8. Ursuline shuts out Warren Harding tonight, 35-0. That's a big win for the Irish.
Yes, it is. And really kind of shocking because it seemed like Harding was coming along and starting to get things rolling there. And, boy, they got smacked down in this one tonight. That's the type of talent, though, that we done seen at Ursuline. We could see that they are a team that if you don't get on them early, they could blow you right out the water.
And that is a team that not only do they have a lot of weapons, but they have quarterback, running back, wide receivers. Their kick game was probably the most impressive I've seen in a while. Their return game is very good.
Yes, it is.
So the Raiders will kick the football back to the Wildcats. Going to be fielded at the 6, across the 10, 15 to the 20, across the 25 and down to the 26-yard line.
Number 20, Tyler Cole on return.
That is freshman Tyler Cole on the return for the Wildcats. And we are down to 61 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter.
And number 88, Tommy Titus.
So the Wildcats will break the huddle. They'll come to the line of scrimmage.
You try to get something going, play this string out. Let's see what happens from there.
Have not seen Brom since he scored that 1-yard touchdown. But a lot of the freshmen, Tyler Cole, the last series.
Yep. And it looked like he's the only one in the backfield right now.
Raiders run a man on late. Struthers will run it on first down with the running back. That is Cole.
Number 20, Tyler Cole.
Who is going to have 10 yards in a Struthers first down.
Yep. And that's what they probably lean on here.
Cole's impressive freshman running back, listed at 5'10", 190. Only going to get bigger, only going to get stronger.
Yeah, and just a freshman, I say that's something to look forward to.
Game clock now down to 35 seconds. Cole going to get the handoff again. Will run right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 yards before being pushed back. And with under 20 seconds to go in this fourth quarter, we'll see if if the Wildcats elect to snap the football, and it does not look like that they will.
Right.
So our final score here tonight from the home of the South Range Raiders, it is South Range 37 and Struthers 13. With the win, the Raiders are now 5-0 on the season. With the loss, the Struthers Wildcats drop to 4-1. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more on the postgame show next here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Once again, let's keep Raider Stadium clean.
Seem to be having a little bit of technical difficulties back at the studio, so we will keep it right here. And we will go into the scoring recap for tonight's game. There was a final for the South Range Raiders at 37-13. Scoring began in the opening quarter, 7:06 of that first quarter. It was Toy to Combs from 19 yards out. The extra point snap was bobbled. A 6-0 lead for the Raiders. On the ensuing possession, Brom would score at the 5:34 mark from 78 yards out. The extra point gave Struthers the lead at 7-6. 8:27 to go in the first half. A blocked punt recovered in the end zone by Gavin Hiscox for the touchdown. Our halftime score was South Range 13 and Struthers 7. Scoring began in the third quarter when Dominguez was able to score from 1 yard out. The extra point made it 20-7 in favor of the Raiders. And then it would be Luke Starkey connecting on a 41-yard field goal with 15 seconds remaining in the third quarter for a 23-7 lead. 9:54 mark after a big return down to the 3-yard line for the Wildcats. Brom would score on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. The 2-point conversion failed, 23-13 South Range. Toy would find the end zone at the 5:15 mark of the fourth quarter on an 8-yard touchdown run. Extra point making it 30-13. And then with 1:09 to play in the fourth quarter, Smeshko, a 35-yard touchdown run. Extra point made it 37-13. That would be our final score. We will take a break, step aside, and have more here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Hey, what's going on? I took a break. Go to commercial, please. Yeah, go.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard or call 234-254-8532.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Discount Power Sports at 778 North Main Street in Hubbard is hosting a raffle for a 125cc Ventura ATV. Tickets are $30 each and 100 tickets are available. For each raffle, when those 100 are gone, a winner will be drawn and a new raffle will begin. Tickets can be purchased at any Hubbard home game or at 778 North Main Street or by calling 330-717-4441. $1,500 from each raffle will go toward a scholarship for the Hubbard Youth Coalition. Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School football game of the week on the iMedia One Network.
Post-game show continues here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Big win tonight for the South Range Raiders. What do you got for final numbers, Dave?
Okay, well, let's go with the winning team first. I'm going to go ahead and go with South Range. As we had Tristan Toy. He carried the ball 13 times for 51 yards and a touchdown. Aiden Dominguez, big time tonight, 24 carries, 65 yards, and one touchdown. And then we had Domesco, who carried the ball 5 times, 48 yards, and a touchdown. Toy was also 7 of 12, 107 yards and a touchdown. Troy Combs was his leading receiver, 4 for 45 and a touchdown. And also Gavin Nagy chipped in with 2 catches for 48 yards. Now for the Struthers Wildcats, Devin Braun carried the ball 17 times for 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, but those 2 big fumbles really haunted him tonight. Also Tyler Cole, 12 carries for 33 yards. And then just the one pass, Anthony Pastorelli, 1 of 2, 42 yards. And that was to Robert Serenelli. And that was it for him tonight.
Those are our final numbers. We will take a break, come back, and we will wrap this up tonight here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
The Mahoning Valley Federals is the area's minor league football team. After only 2 years in existence and an appearance in the league playoff semifinal game, the Federals are looking to add Valley High School and college talent to help take the next step toward a league championship. For more information on how to become part of the Federals' journey, go to Facebook at the Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football Team or contact General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Accidents happen. That's why you need Repair That Glass. Specializing in windshield replacement and all other auto glass, we offer a full range of automotive glass repairs. Our technicians can do everything from minor chip repair to a complete replacement. Your windows don't go up or down, they can fix that too, along with custom glass work and antiques. Repair That Glass is a family-run business for over 40 years. Repair That Glass. Call for your appointment now at 330-534-3192.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on the iMedia One Network. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region and beyond in pursuit of a premier amateur football league championship. And if you're looking to continue your playing or coaching career after high school, college, or even the pros, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football or call owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
We now return you to the Cleveland Cobras High School Football Game of the Week on the iMedia One Network.
One final time here from the home of the South Range Raiders as they win it here tonight by a final score of 37-13. And we talked about it throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
That machine is rolling again.
Yeah, it's
5-0
rolling again. I mean, doing things, simplifying everything, and just execute. And that's what they did. And as long as they keep doing that, they're going to be a hard team to beat.
Dave, next week we head to Jackson Milton. We see their brand new facility at the school, Springfield and Jackson Milton. And we know how talented Springfield is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big home game for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, so we're going to see just what they have to offer. And they don't want to see them come in and really do something on their home turf, but they got their work cut out.
Thank you to Athletic Director Don Farron here at South Range for the great view. We appreciate our great relationship that we have with him and the fantastic press box staff here at South Range. They do a terrific job. We appreciate their help throughout the broadcast as well. For my partner, Dave Clark, my name is Mark Means. Thank you to Dave Ferris back at our studios and Matthew Craven. South Range is 5-0, 37-13 over Struthers. You heard it right here on Western Reserve Radio 2 and Sports Radio 1240. Good night, everyone.
You're listening to Western Reserve Radio at westernreserveradio.com on the Live 365 network and the Live 365 app.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online
iMedia One Network, and we now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.